Hello, everyone. Happy New Year, although, oh, there's already 2 people. Hello, Shakira. Shakira, how are you doing? Is it okay that I call you that? I'm just going to keep calling you that. It's become a thing now. Should have asked before now, but hey, I knew it was all right. Right, yeah, so I've just named that anything. 2022, it feels so weird saying that. Quick fire insights for all signs, timeless. And I put timeless in because I've not been titling that with anything else that I do, but everything that I do is timeless. So unless you hear me say otherwise, which I don't think you will, because it resonates when it resonates. Right, so if I chuck that away, I won't see. Sure, right, good. Just checking. It's always good to check. What's that wee symbol up there? I have no idea. Right, so I'm going to be very, very succinct about that. I mean, I've not had time to reply to the comments because I've just been so snowed under now. Guys, do you want to see what I'm wearing on my bottom half? I mean, I don't need to show you, but I'm gonna because it's me. So, and bear in mind, I'm definitely do something about the extra timber that I'm carrying. But these are my new jammy bottoms, which I'm actually kind of raging about because I love them, but they've already been bobbly. And I'm just kind of like, how is that even possible? I look like I was holding my crotch there, but it's kind of like, you know, it's I know it's like they've went me, oh, I don't know, Virgin Mary, I don't know, purity, but I don't wear white a lot. But yeah, I'm loving these joggers. I'm waiting on my long lost parcel, which was meant to be here 4 weeks ago, and it still isn't here. And they've not, thank you very much, they've not even enlightened me about where the hell it is. But yeah, the jumpers and that. And I don't think you're not meant to wear this outside. I mean, like, think about it. If I was wearing these, right, with a jumper with hearts over it, I mean, be very much, that's a bit much, isn't it? But you bet your bottom dollar, if you're local, you're going to see me wearing them at some point. I'm not going to lie. I don't give a shit. Right, I'm only joking. I kind of do. I'm not one of these people that, if I go outside wearing my onesie, which I'm not going to say that I do that, I'm not going to say that I don't do that. But what I'm going to say is if I do that, I'm not one of the people that just blatantly just like, yeah, owns it. I'm wearing my onesie outside and what? I'll be wearing my joggers over it. Do you know what I mean? When it's really, really cold, I'm like, there's no point in having a shower and then going my 2-hour walk. I may as well just be a clarty bastard and put the joggers over the. So, like, if I ever see you and I'm in a hurry to get away, you know, it's like, shit, stay away. Do you know what I mean? I have need too much info. Can you tell that we're in the last degree of blunt, honest Sagittarius moon, which is my moon? Yeah, this is going to be fun tonight. Happy New Year, Jennifer. How are you? Oh, I'm actually thinking that I've said Happy New Year to you guys, and I haven't, because I was with you before New Year. So yes, Happy New Year. But yeah, so I was laughing that I saw that Bridget had wrote 30 minutes and about 1 million ha-has, and I was like laughing because she's clearly meaning when I say I'll be here 30 minutes and then I'm here 3 times that. So I'm not going to make a guesstimation. Okay, let's just say I'm here as long as Spirit want me to be here. So thank you. Yes, I love it. I've also got hearts on my socks too. So these are my new socks. So I've got a sock fetish. I absolutely love socks. And my new jammies are sitting over there, but I'll show you them when I'm actually, sorry, I just drank fizzy water. I'll show you them when I'm actually wearing them. So, right, let's go on with this. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing channeling for all the signs. I'll tell you what I haven't done, and I need to do that. I can usually like remember by memory, but it's just easier when I'm in the flow if I have a wee list. I'm just going to write the signs down. So I'm going to go do from Aries right through to Pisces, an insight into what this year has. So obviously it's just a wee snippet. Because I feel I will be on. I think I am going to do like another solid week or two, at least a week of coming on. Some days won't be longer than others. I'm not fucking sitting here for ages. Because again, this is a break for me. Like I'm off from working with clients till the 11th. So, but I'm kind of not off because I'm here doing this. You know what I mean? But I am off from that because weirdly, this takes a lot of energy in a different way. But when I do the live Zooms with people, in my membership groups and one-to-one, it's a different kind of energy. So it's like I'm being guided to just, give myself a bit of a break. But this is fun. I love doing this. So, right. Anyway, if you can just bear with me, I'm just going to write down the signs. So, and right. So, Aries, Taurus, Gemini. So you can just say hi to each other. Hello, Angela. All your higher selves heard me, by the way. And so if you haven't already, if you could please like the video at some point, and you don't comment. It does help if you comment after it's finished, by the way, even just anything. But yeah, just tell somebody that might like this, all that jazz, during, after, whatever. Right, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and I'll try and grab the timestamps, although I had asked one of my wee balls there to do it. Sag, and if one of you wouldn't mind sort of roughly reminding me if I've been channeling one of the messages for 5 minutes, if you just give me a heads up. Sophia, I feel you'd be good at that. If you don't mind, but I'm going to grab the timestamps myself, but right. So, or actually, again, if you just whatever, I will try and do that. But if I don't, I'll watch it back. I usually do watch it back. Oh my god! Wow! That's interesting. That's not a good omen, guys. I was wearing my triquetra, I think that's how you say it, for protection against some of the darker worldly goings on, and that's just broke. I have been wearing it every day for about 1.5 years, mind you, the whole time we've been in the pandemic, but that just fell off my arm. That's crazy that happened live. Anyway, well, that's interesting, because we will actually, before I get into the signs, it feels like I need to do a collective one before I do all the signs, actually, because that's really that's freaked me out a bit, to be honest. Right, so anyway, right now, and saying that, where's the book for this? Because I would want to read the wee book for it. It's the dark moon. So we've got the new moon, and so obviously it's New Year's Day, but we've got it's the last degree of Sagittarius moon, which is happy, playful. That's why I say it'll be fun, because this is my moon sign and I'm in a good mood, and yeah, I'm just chilling, and I'm just gonna be here for as long as I'm here. But it's the dark moon. So the dark moon, the balsamic moon, is the period right before a new moon. So that's what's really quite cool, is it's the beginning of the year, and we've got a new moon in Capricorn tomorrow. So here it's about 6:30 at night UK time. So you'll need to check where it is for you. But it means that right now we're in that kind of weird space in between. Like, we're not, although, okay, it is a new, bear with me, right? It is a new beginning in the sense of it's New Year's Day. But if you strictly go by the new moons, we're not at the new moon yet. So it's like, I'm not going to be getting anyone to set intentions or anything. I mean, obviously you're a free country, do what you want, but I wouldn't be setting my own intentions. And actually, for my group, I'm doing pre-recorded stuff for you. Some of you are here. I'm doing pre-recorded stuff. I'm actually going to sleep on it. I might just change my mind at last minute and come on and do it live for you guys, but I feel I'm just going to pre-record it first and put it out, because it's just about the amount of energy. And if I'm there chatting to people, I'm going to be longer. And these things, girls, I mean, they're just ridiculous. They can go on for like 4 hours, and I'm not doing that. It's just it'll zap me. But basically, yeah, the point is that, you know, it's right now we're in that kind of, it's the womb space. It's everything that I'm all about teaching people, actually. It's the divine feminine energy, but more the kind of dark part of it that people like to sort of skirt over. And when I see people talking about the divine feminine, like, it's like, oh, you know, be a strong warrior, and all, yeah, all of that too. But it's you do have to face the darkness too. And you know, like I was saying last night, a lot of people don't like this time of year, you know, and they just really want the New Year's Eve to be over. And maybe that's why I'm so fucking happy tonight, that I'm like, thank fuck, it's like January and we can just, you know, I'm in work mode. I'm in work mode, but I'm on a break, you know. It's like, it's that kind of weird contradiction. When I say I'm on a break from clients, I'm like, just having time to play, you know, just watch films and just chill out and like, I've been tidying I've changed my bed, I've like, you know, tidied my room. It's still a mess, but you know, I'm tidy, you know, it's like I'm feeling pretty good because I've like done stuff that I never get around to doing usually, because I would go and do so. So I made a point of that I wanted to tidy up for a bit of time before I came on and done stuff for other people. So that is a promise to myself that, you know, I want to carry on throughout the year. So anyway, I'm talking about that for a reason. Someone else needed to hear that. But yeah, most important thing is this is a time of stillness, resting, retreating. And I imagine a lot of people will be in that place anyway. Has anybody got a hangover? And I didn't get tempted, by the way. I didn't drink any alcohol because, like I say, it just never feels worth it. Where is this book? Oh, that's in the wrong place. Contemplation time. Oh, look at what I was just saying. So this is for the collective. Spend time alone meditating upon what you truly desire. That was one of the last cards I pulled last night. And actually, by the way, I just had to pull cards from my friend there. So that I had shuffled them again. So that card really wanted to be acknowledged. Where is the book? So there's that one. It can't be that far away. Oh, there it is. Right, okay. So collective energy before I get into the signs. So, wow, to break on the first day of the year. What do you mean? What do you mean? Do you mean about the new moon? I'm a little extra tired today. Jennifer, does extra tired mean you had a wee thwally and you're feeling a bit hungover today? I mean, you know. Hello, Michelle, how are you? So do people have their notifications on for me, or did you telepathically hear my call? Because I called out to the people that need to be here live and you clearly heard me. So Michelle, you missed the drama of my triquera, or however you say it, bracelet breaking, which I don't really feel is a good omen, because I wear this to protect myself against the darker sort of energy that's going on in the world. And now I've got a very high-pitched tone in my left ear. So I'm definitely, they're trying to tell me something. Has anything broken the news that I haven't heard of? I've not watched the news today. Interesting. I'm not even joking. I do send out a telepathic call. Like I say something like, you know, I always do my things silently, but like before actually it was when I think I pressed live and I was actually doing it silently, but I was basically saying whoever needs to be here, like I was talking to your higher selves. So either you've got your notifications on or there's a bit of both. Yes, I'm taking it by the emojis, Jennifer, that you had a few too many, but quite right. Like I said to one of my soul sisters, one of my clients earlier, like that's what it's for, you know, it's about playing, it's about having fun. And like I said, if I'd been tempted and wanted to, I love champagne. Does anybody else love champagne? Like I love the taste of it. But it's still not enough. And again, the way that I see it, if I can get through, that is the second Christmas and New Year that I've got through, because I gave it up. I gave it up. And like I say, apart from it literally, and I mean literally 2 wobbles, and it wasn't even wobbles, I had made the decision to just like, yeah, I had one drink with a couple of pals one night, and it was actually really fun. But again, it was the hangover wasn't the next day. I was like, no fucking way. And then my birthday, and again, that really wasn't worth it at all because I did have champagne. And again, it's like it's not that nice, guys. Do you know what I mean? Especially you know where to stop. So yeah, I just don't. I don't miss it at all. Like I feel great today. Like the amount of New Year's days that I've just slept the whole fucking day away. Because sorry, this is too much information, but again, it's the last degree of Sagittarius. You're gonna get my whole life story tonight, like more so than most. So buckle up, guys. Yeah, I would have my head down the toilet, like spewing like 40 times. That's what my hangovers were like. So if you're, if you think I'm being a bit kind of square or a bit too, I actually don't give a fuck there, but it's kind of like it's that's why I don't drink, because it just wasn't worth it. I actually got a theory that I feel that's how my guides and spirit wanted me to purge whatever I needed to get out of my energy system that I soaked up from other people and my own stuff as well. It was a way to get it out of me, because it was not normal how much I would throw up. Like even people, sorry, I'm on the squeaky chair just so that you know, it really is. It's like I can't, there's nothing else in here I can sit on. Unless I get the heater. I've turned the heater off because it was so hot. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is this is going to be interesting. I'm just going to be so bloody honest. I can feel it. Anyway, I think Angela's comment was about your bracelet breaking. Oh, right. To break on the first day of the year. Angela, this is why we're all a good tag team. Like, and Angela and Jennifer, because Jennifer has not, I totally did not get the connection. I was like, what are you talking about? The new moon or the Alzheimer's? That's true, Angela. That is really a weird omen. Like, it's the first day of the year and the bracelet breaks. I mean, it kind of puts the whole new year, new me. It's going to be an amazing year. I think it's going to be an amazing. Well, we're about to see. I think it is going to be an amazing year in some ways. And I think it's going to be a very, very dark year in a lot of other ways. And like I said, it doesn't take a psychic to work that one out. And I'm one of the most optimistic people you could ever meet. I am a Sagittarius moon. It's the highest degrees of Sagittarius moon. But also I'm blunt and I'm honest. Let's get real. That's what we're looking at. A broken bracelet. And again, remember this, I was wearing this for protection and it broke. And I'm a powerful healer, so my spirit's like, yeah, fucking you are hovering off till the 11th. Right. What do we need to know for the collective? Oh my, I have high-pitched tone in the left ear now. Oh, right, shit. Trying to get a feel of what it is. Interesting. Well, remember, whenever I'm doing anything like this, it's a light code activation as well. It's like, it's energy clearing for whoever is open to it. So we're definitely trying to communicate something, which I feel I'm going to pick up with these. I don't do it very often. Well done, soul sisters. Right, so what do we need to know for the collective about 2022? Now, of course, if you watched the end of yesterday's video, that's how I feel that went. Those last few cards were definitely, it was like that was picking up on the light positive side of it, because it was talking about blessed change. And again, I do feel there are going to be lots of blessed changes coming in. Again, it doesn't take a psychic to work that one out, but I feel this is maybe really picking up on some of the other stuff. Let's see what it says. We need to know if we could keep it to one card so I'm not here all night, Spirit. But do you know what? It doesn't matter. I'd probably rather be doing this than watching the telly. I'm just going to end up watching the same 80s films that I've already watched a million times. But that's the fun of it, isn't it? I mean, I was feeling Grease. I haven't watched Grease over the period. Spirit of air. Right, interesting. Also, we're in the last degree of Mercury in Capricorn. So it's going to, what else did I notice before I came on here? It's 22:33 too. I don't know why I'm telling you that. Oh, that was it. So yeah, so Mercury retrograde is on the 14th, and didn't I do it? Now again, I don't remember stuff when I'm channeling, but some key stuff they'll give me back. And when I opened up the space, I was like, I'm sure I said something about the 14th being significant last night. And yeah, I definitely did say something about the 14th being significant. And the 14th is Mercury retrograde in Aquarius. So till the 3rd of February. So if you don't know, Mercury retrograde is when the traffic goes a bit crazy, everyone's on autopilot, communication can be really difficult, challenging. I've got hiccups now. Throat chakra stuff, I've got hiccups. I was freaking burping when I came on here, although when I burp, and it's not usually like loud, that would be funny. It might be tonight, we're in Sag Moon. I'm joking, please don't do that to me. It's when I'm clearing energy, but it was because I just drank that fizzy water. But yeah, whenever it's stuff around my throat, you know, that it's picking up on collectively people needing to speak more of their truth. And I feel even people that are very honest like myself, we all need to be doing that. We all need to be more honest with ourselves. And it felt like the message from last night for this year was you're not going to be able to get away with deceiving yourself. Like it's time to be true to yourself. And the particular deck of cards I'm going to use has got a card that says that. So yeah, so that's, if it's nothing else, if the 14th of January doesn't mean something to someone else, or again, I did feel it was a future event. I felt it was going to be a happy, oh my God. Fucking hell, I need to watch that. That must be what it is. So when I said, and it's so funny because I literally didn't piece that together. I literally didn't piece that together that was, I knew Mercury retrograde was soon, but I didn't know what date it was. And I was just guided to look there. So it must be like people coming back from the past, friendships, love, reuniting with family members. It's something like that, because Mercury retrograde is like the past coming back up. Yeah, interesting. And what else did I say? Yeah, closure. Can be muck-ups with like technology. I think I covered it all. I think there's probably something I haven't, but that's just a wee rundown for it if people don't know what it is. Right, let's read Spirit of Air. So, oh God, yeah, and of course Aquarius is an air sign, so I think this is definitely about Mercury, the Mercury retrograde coming up in particular. Right, let's read it. Answering the call. That's for someone to Spirit of Air. Owl medicine. Fucking owls all the time. Owls everywhere. We get it. Right. That's just for someone on here that's going to know who you are. I keep hearing you don't need the bracelet anymore as you are protected. Don't know how good my channel skills are. Well, I'd say they're fucking spot on, Michelle. I love it. Thank you very much. That's really interesting because I was actually, I was talking good about you. I actually said that to someone before I came on here about you, that when I spoke to you, I felt you had really, picked up on me very well. So there you go. Shut up. Oh, the past just sent a text message. Holy ballsack. Michelle, I wish you didn't live so far away because we would be best friends. Like, this is just, I can't even deal with that. That's hilarious. And it's even funnier that they censored it. Shut up. Oh, the past just sent a text message. Holy balls. Right. You have to email me because that's hilarious. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Hopefully that is somebody from the past that you would want to hear from and not somebody that you wouldn't want to hear from. Maybe mixed feelings here. That is so funny. Right. Okay, focus. I can't even. Right, so Spirit of Air. Clarity and expansive perception of life is emerging. You're being advised to see life from a higher perspective. Clear out mental clutter. Hands up who's been getting guided to do some decluttering, because I feel so much that it was decluttering. It was tidying up that I was doing, but I feel I'll be doing decluttering tomorrow. But a lot of people I've spoken to have been saying that they really are being guided to, yes, great message, Michelle, like they really are being guided to clear stuff out. Breathe. All is well. Oh, that's what I say all the time. That's what Louise Hay says all the time. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Remind me to read that because that's what I was going to start with. Please, someone. Do not be concerned. The cobwebs are being cleared away. Is it just me or does that sound dirty? That really does sound airy. Communicate your truth. Oh my God, I just said that. See, I love how they back me up. I love it. Take care of the details. Oh my God, I was literally talking about that with someone before I came on here about things to do with details. Pay attention and don't let things slip through the cracks. Take time to hear the truth of others. Spirit is whispering to you. Open your mind to see a situation in a new light. But if spirit is coming through me to you, the spirit is no whispering. I'm fucking shouting. My butt. Calm down. By the way, the energy is really this is Sagittarius moon though. Do you know what I mean? Like my degree isn't this high, but it's like it's fucking hell, like it's like 29 degrees. I am 28, nearly 29 degrees of Aries though. So I am very inner child fire energy, but this is like really making me like feels like I've drank like 10 cans of Coke or something. And that's putting it politely. I could use another example. Right. So the spirit of air represents the mental aspect of your life. It's the part that has the capacity to discern, analyze, organize, evaluate, and judge. Through seemingly subtle and unseen, air is composed of the most rarefied. Is it rarefied? Is it rarefied? Has anybody heard of that? Rarified. Never heard of that in my life. Energy fields, and we're in constant communion with the vast universe through our breath. The spirit of air carries the energy of change and transformation, inspiration, aspiration, mental clarity, freedom, perception, communion, and communication. Oh, and I'm just being guided as well and I've uploaded the videos, but I haven't published them yet for the 2022 readings, like the video readings that I've got. I've used a tiger for the promo video, and it's the year of the tiger is from next month, so that it does, in February is Aquarius season, so it does feel like there's something really important about Aquarius season, basically, like February is particular. So but also Saturn is in Aquarius as well, so it's the age of Aquarius, right? So the element of air also allows you to see situations from a higher perspective. This card can indicate that it's time to do some major clutter clearing and organizing. Wow, holy balls, as Michelle would say. So one of the most direct, and do you know, it's quite funny, what is it that I always say? I don't say holy balls, I always say holy shit balls for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know where I got it from. One of the most direct and powerful ways to receive messages from spirit is through the air spirit. The Cherokee people and many other native tribes believed that the winds were messengers sent by the Creator, and they carried information from the sacred realms. That's really interesting, because earlier I was meditating and it was like it's really weirdly mild here today, and it's going to drop in temperature. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's like on the 3rd, it's going to drop. Like, so it's like 14 degrees or something, or 13 degrees, and it's going to drop to like -1. So it's a drastic drop in temperature, but it was quite strange. Like, I'd been out for a walk with my best pal, and then like I came back in, and I was meditating, and then it was just, and I don't know, I was just led to do it, and then the wind went really crazy, and I was like, I wonder if that's me. So just sharing that was a bit strange. I've done that because it's not like I come in and think, oh, I need to meditate now. I should do that. I don't do that all the time. I do it in the morning, but definitely when we're in no man's land, this weird time of between, well, we're not in between Christmas and New Year, but you know, to me, I'm in holiday mode. So don't ask me what day it is. I mean, it's the weekend. I shouldn't be on here right now. Is it Saturday? Is it Sunday? Is it Monday? Is it Saturday? It's Saturday, isn't it? See what I mean? I have no idea. Happy Saturday night to you. So just carry on the party. Keep on drinking. I'm sure some people are. Or not, if you're like me. And they carried information from the sacred realms. When you go outdoors, notice the movement of air across your skin, whether it is the subtlest breeze or the powerful wind of a storm. Take a moment to stop and listen. Get a sense of what messages it might have for you. Right, so for me, along with everything that's been said, I really do feel there is this feeling of looking out for, from the 14th of January, the past popping up in some sort of way, if not before. And I did feel it was happy things for a lot of people as well, but it's just definitely clarity, communication, especially with all the blue, because blue is communication, and especially with what I was saying about my throat chakra, which is communication. Lots of synchronicity. Right, do we need another card before I go on to the other signs? Yeah, let's. think they're pulling me to those animal cards. I've been sitting on my ass for 3 days doing everything but decluttering. What the fuck? Yeah, don't, you know what? Just don't bother it until you'll feel the urge, because that's what I've been doing. And like you say, I wasn't decluttering today. I just, like, I felt good that I got out a walk. And then, because I've not, there's just so, honestly, the amount of people that were on that beach, I was like, fucking hell, man, do you know what I mean? It's like, and I just keep thinking, Christ, when we go into another lockdown, which clearly is going to be any day now, if it's not, I'm confused, because I really do feel it is coming very soon. It's going to be like that all the time. But yeah, it's great, you know, people are appreciating the outside and that, but I'm like, fuck's sake, you know what I mean? I was going to say I'm joking. I'm not joking though, I'd be lying if I said I'm joking. That's why I didn't bother saying it. I'm not joking. I'm being serious. Get off my fucking beach. I'm joking. That's harsh. It's not my beach. But I'm sure my soul is like, no, you're not usually here. Fuck off. Oh, great. Aye, you're getting your walk in because it's a lockdown. Aye, well, I was here long before that, pal. Okay, what I mean? Sorry. Right, so what do we need? Sorry, not sorry. It's funny. Right, so what else do we need to know about this year? Tiger's eye. Oh my God, you're kidding me. Yeah, so it's the year of the tiger. Not yet. Get ready, set, go for February though. And remember, tiger is one of my main power animals. Courage, tiger's eye. So that's a crystal that we've got for 2022 as well. And we've also got manifestation, Libyan gold tektite. So 2022, and I can feel a huge amount of heat. Did you like that one, Michelle? I can feel a huge amount of heat coming to my upper chakras there. So this year is about having courage. So this is, about good things happening in your life. It's about having the courage to speak your truth. It's about having the courage to manifest in your life what it is you want in many areas of life. Oh my God, by the way, I can't help you unsee that now. That's why I don't wear white. The amount of sweat that is. Can you see that really? But you can, eh? Well, when I pointed it out, you can see it. We've done it now. It's fine. Do you know what? Whatever. But it's like, gosh, sweating. Thank God I turned off that here. Anyway, I don't think we'll pull any more of them. So basically, we're focusing on courage, manifestation, gratitude, and knowing that you are protected, black tourmaline. That's one of my favorites, because especially if you do feel like you've got any difficult situations or you need to protect yourself from other people's energy, which we do need to do it all the time, you really need some black tourmaline around you. Can't see shit. Good. Good. We'll just leave it. But it's bad. But yeah, it's basically, we need to have courage, because there is going to be a lot of difficulty about this year. Let's get real. There just is. And it's like what I'm saying, the further we get into Capricorn season, which we're in now, Capricorn season is strict, it's discipline, it is restriction, quite literally. So there's definitely going to be some kind of restriction coming in there. And actually, I really wouldn't be surprised. I'm going to watch the news after this. That I wouldn't be surprised if there was something that I've missed about, because with it being the last degree of Mercury in Capricorn, to me that would be kind of communicating some kind of no you can't, or some kind of restriction. So if it's not a worldly event that going on somewhere, it would maybe be that kind of energy coming in from someone else in your life, or an energy in general, or maybe heeding an echoing voice of you can't do that, like who do you think you are to do that, kind of thing. Interesting. And Venus and Capricorn as well will really be getting you to home in, or getting serious about what really matters to you, getting serious about what really matters to you in love, but also like what really matters to you within your own self-love, like not giving attention to things that you aren't serious about. Let's pull a love card on top of that, and then I'll go into the individual signs because this could take all day. Right. Oh, free yourself. Just I picked up the it's time to take back control of your life. So again, there's a bit of a theme here. This is what came up last night, right? What do we need to know? Because I mentioned the challenges. Fucking hell, well, I was just saying that. So these are love cards. It's, all true soul connections involve challenges that can be overcome together. So it's a strong message there about whatever it is. So for those of you that this is going to make sense to when it comes to matters of the heart, it's about it is a difficult journey, but like life in general, but it's much more, it's easier together. But again, there's I want to pull another card that because it's with these particular situations, it's how intense and testing they are, because I've just pulled your strengths and weaknesses are being tested. Yeah, like basically not everybody can handle the twin flame connection, because that is literally what they're talking about when they're bringing that through. It's not just any kind of love connection. What else do you need to know about that? And then we'll move on. It'll come up throughout the whole fucking channel anyway, because I can never get away from it. The life purpose following me. Right, so what else do you need to know about that? Playfulness. Yeah, sorry, guys. This has been coming up in all my client sessions. So you need to bring in the fun. You need to bring in the playfulness. And that's why we're in the last degree of, the moon in Sagittarius there is about having fun. It's about being playful. Like there's enough challenges and testing energy in the world and serious energy, especially in serious Capricorn season. Remember to bring in some fun, light energy, and to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. And again, if you're kind of sitting there like, oh, there isn't in my life that, you know what I mean, like that bit doesn't resonate with me, have fun. That doesn't sound right, but have fun with yourself. You know what I mean? Like go and put on your favorite film, watch Grease. Treat yourself the way you would want someone else to treat you. You know, don't wait till your friend's round or something, or you're with a guy or a girl or whatever floats your boat before you eat the nice food. Like eat the nice food yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like treat yourself like you really matter. And again, that is definitely Venus and Capricorn talking there. Like be serious about what you value. You should value yourself. You should value yourself first and foremost before you're thinking about bringing anyone else in the equation. Again, those of you that are like, well, I can't just chuck my husband out, I can't just chuck my wife or whatever. It's like, it's kind of like, you can improve existing relationships as long as these are, let's get real, existing relationships that you're meant to still be in and they haven't expired, as one of my soul sisters would say. I'm like, that is so harsh, but it's it is true. You know, let's face it, there are certain connections in our lives that you're just like, this has expired. I wouldn't quite put it like that, but it did make me laugh when she said it. So, you know, remember to keep it fun and lighthearted and not get so serious, because that is what makes people run a mile. Right. So, and honeymoon. Yeah. And that's why these people are like, yeah, we're fucking off on this boat. You know, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Now, isn't that interesting? Because again, it is for a lot of people, they will have time off. You know, some people it might not be very much. Like my friend was saying there, she's back to work on Wednesday, but you know, it is still the weekend and it's still, you know, it's the 1st of January. So I do feel a lot of people that are either you're already with somebody you love, or it's like it could be again like past things coming up, or new people coming into your life that are past life people. You know, you might have just met them for the first time in this life, but you're like, oh my god, it feels like I've known this person my whole entire life. Again, because that's what these connections feel like. But you've already met the romantic partner you seek. This could be the one. So again, that card for me is always saying like, you know, you already know who this person is. So anyway, moving on, let's get into each individual sign now. So, where have I just put that there? It's like, honestly, it's like I just go totally blind to, well, I'll put them down there. I have no idea where I've put them. Right, and we'll get these out of the way because I'm going to need to be very specific. So, guys, what time did I start? Oh no, so it's half an hour I've been doing that, eh? I'm like, what fucking time did I come on here? Right, let's read the January thing and then today's. So we have January. The energy of this month is optimism. Every choice I make is a stepping stone along the path to the wonderful future I'm creating for myself. I let go of the negative energy of the past and become a now person. I welcome each day with open arms. Lovely. And the affirmation for today, got a little weird igloo on it. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole and complete. And it is Saturday. So just as well I have this to keep me right. Oh, tomorrow's a tiger. I love it. Bringing in the energy of me. Right, so let's go. Let's start with Aries. So Aries is starting at, oh shit, this doesn't tell me the time, so I can't put a timestamp. All right, well, if my friend was still up for doing that, then, but I'll just watch it back and timestamp it. Right, so whoever, if Sophia, if you were cool with letting me know when the 5 minutes is up, that'd be good. But it's quite good because it's 5 to 11, so, and it might not work out anyway. Like somebody said to me earlier, is it clear 5 minutes or is it actual 5 minutes? We'll just see. Quick fire messages for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But remember, you can watch the whole thing because really the way that I channel, I'm going to bring bits and bobs of everything throughout each sign, and because you've got 12 houses which are connected to all the signs, and you've got all of this energy somewhere in your chart. Yeah, you've got more. Oh, thanks, Jennifer. But wait a minute, 2:55. Oh no, right. So yeah, it means the timing at the video. I don't know if you can see. I don't know, because I'm doing it live. You might not. Don't worry, you might not be able to do that. I'll watch it back. But just tell me when the 5 minutes is up. Right, okay. So, but yeah, watch all of them. I would watch all of them if you've got the time, and you can watch it in bits. Because there might be, it depends how much, you know, if you really resonate with my messages, you could have a message. Put it this way, when I really resonate with people, I'll watch, I don't know about all the signs, but I'll watch definitely my sun, my moon, my rise, and my Venus. Sometimes I'll watch my Mercury sign, that's Taurus. You know, it just depends how I'm feeling. If I really feel led that I need that message, and I'll trust it. I don't really think, oh, I'm only an Aries, so I'll only watch Aries, because I actually tend to resonate more with Scorpio, to be honest, because that's my rising. So what do we need to know for Aries? So now I've spoke that long that I've actually taken 5 minutes to say that. So how realistic is I'm going to be able to get these messages out in 5 minutes? I don't think so. Anyway, we'll just see. Oh, thank you. Right, so Aries. What have we got for Aries? A wee snippet, a wee sneaky peek into 2022. I'm just going to pull one card and less more fall out. Let yourself receive. Well, I am Aries, and that absolutely makes sense. Allow others to give you love and care. Receive without guilt or apologies. And now, hopefully you can see that Sophia's got this. Yeah, she's good at that. So it's, you know, this really does make sense with what I was saying. You know, I was thinking, well, I'm talking about that for ages, but there's always a reason. If you're new to me, then you will see that, and you will notice, if you choose to stick around, you'll notice there's always a reason for the wee story or the blether or the whatever you want to see me, but it's channeling. As soon as I come on this, everything that I say is part of something that someone needs to hear. It doesn't mean it's all of you, but someone needs to hear it. And so I know by me stressing that, yeah, I'm on here helping the collective, but technically I'm actually still on holiday, because when I'm not doing this, I'm just chilling out and I'm not answering anyone really, because it's kind of like, you know, and if I do choose to look at my messages from clients, it's really just because I'm that close with my clients. You know, they are soul sisters too, but you do need to switch off. So I feel with me saying that, you know, wherever it is that if you're like me, particularly if you do similar work to me, which a lot of you do, or you will do, all of you will do at some point, whether you realize it or not, because that's literally who I'm here to gather. I'm a New Earth teacher here to gather people that are meant to help with building the New Earth. So there you go. If you didn't know that, but I'm pretty sure you at least know some kind of thing about this, yes. But it's basically, you know, give yourself that time to slow down and receive, because I pulled another card for that when I pulled my friend a card earlier, and I pulled one for myself, and it was the one about like playtime, it said. And I was like, that really resonates, because it's like, you manifest better when you just allow yourself to relax and have fun. And that's when miracles occur. Like usually when you're just chilling out, and your feminine energy, like, and it's it's know when you've done enough, basically. So there is really something for Aries about, because this is for the whole year, it's about allow that love to come into you that you have poured out to everyone else. Now, obviously, that definitely resonates for me, being Aries Sun and Venus in Aries, but I know that right now there is at least one. There's at least one. There might be more. There's at least one Aries in the chat. That there's at least 3 or 4 Aries that I can think of that will watch this on replay. So because like I say, most of my audience, whatever platform are on, don't actually speak up. There's always, like, you guys always, if you're on it, use will chat, but there's a lot of people that watch this that don't speak up. So I really do feel Aries Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus this year is going to be about allowing yourself to receive what it is you deserve, because you've given out a lot. So there we go. Thank God Sophia has a right. So what do Aries need to surrender to? Negative thinking. I can resonate with that too. You have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say, thank you for sharing. Now, fuck off. Sorry, that was just my version. Thank you for sharing, and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. And that's literally why I read these quotes every day. And I have done that for God knows how long. I've done that for, God, it feels like forever. I think I've done that for the last 3 years, 4 years, maybe even 5 years. Don't quote me on that, but I've done that for years anyway. When I post my daily cards, I've always posted it with the affirmations. And I'm going to be doing something similar with that probably after I get on here. So look out on the YouTube, I'll be putting a wee shorts up or something. But it really does mean that the Aries, it's time for you to take back control of your life and just really recognize that when your thoughts start to go to thinking, oh no, I can't receive what it is that I deserve, I can't receive what it is that I want, just remember, yeah, you can. When you're open to miracles and you're not trying to control how things happen, it's like, there's a card in that deck that says, it's divine timing isn't your ego's timing, it's God's timing, or it's spirit's timing, it's universe, whatever you want to call it. And that's what you need to let go of. And actually what you'll find is when you let go and you just chill and you trust that everything really is happening in divine time, as annoying, as frustrating, as impatient as you might be at certain times, you really will see that when things start to happen for you. So let yourself receive, surrender negative thinking. This is the theme of the whole year. And what do we need from this? I must have been more than 5 minutes now. Sophia, are you still doing that? Or was that what the smiley face? Wake up call. Yeah, so this year's a wake up call. And again, it really does feel like it's a wake up call in the sense of you've got the power. You've got the power to pull your thoughts back from thinking the worst, or thinking that things can't go your way and they go everyone else's way. They can go your way if you let it, if you let yourself receive. I love it. Resonates for me, resonates for my clients. I love it. But let me know in the comments after this on replay if that resonated. So now's a wee love message for you. 7 minutes, that's not too bad. Roughly, I'm not going to hit the 5 minutes bang on, I might for some, but right. Now remember, this one won't resonate with every Aries out there, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, but it'll be for someone. It could be for somebody that's not even got an Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. That's what I'm saying, watch them all. It'll either be something, it's a specific message. Let's go for a specific message. Worth waiting for. Right, I'm actually lost for words. I'm not lost for words, I've got a lot of words, but trust me when I say I'm actually gobsmacked. I'm not, because Spirit made me do this. This card, now this is really meaningful. I'm building up, I'm doing the X Factor build up. worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your life, your love life. And didn't I just blether on, aka channel, about divine timing there? And it might, that's so funny. I just done a wee dance. It's like something's not going to your timing. It's like God's timing, it's divine timing. And the reason why I'm gobsmacked is because this card has actually been through in my office for weeks, right? And I've been using these cards when I've been doing the videos throughout the past 2 weeks. And that card wasn't in the deck because there's no way that's the whole deck, right? Like there must be like loads of these cards that are kicking about in the room. But again, the cards that are meant to be in it are in it. But that means something that I was literally like, they reminded me earlier. Like I was on the phone with my friend, I was like, oh, wait a minute, actually, I need to put that card back in the deck. Like they just literally reminded me. And it was only when I was going in to charge my earbuds or something, and I was, oh, wait a minute, I need to put that card back in that deck. So they literally made me go and get that card and put it back where it belongs. So I know that that is definitely about where this is like love connections concerned. And let's say I pick up on twin flames most of the time, all of the time, it's going to be that it's someone is going to come back to where they belong. They're going to come back home, because that is what these connections are about. It's not about, this is very, I can get really deep with this stuff, but it's true. It's actually you, it's like this is your energy. So when you get that and you make peace with that, whoever it is your twin flame is, if you even are a twin flame, guys, because if you put it this way, if you're still questioning whether you are one or you aren't one, you're not one. I'm going to be blunt. If you're watching this, you are, because you've been led to me, and if you're loving what I'm putting out, you must be. But you might not be. I'm open to it, but anyway, it's kind of like you would just get it. You know what I mean? It's like, and the more you get it, the more you'll make peace with that, and it's just start to get more comfortable yourself and comfortable with your own energy, and the bird will fly back home. That's literally what I just heard. That's funny. So, which is funny if this is well, not necessarily a guy, but if you're waiting on an actual girl coming to you, that's interesting, because here in Scotland, when we're talking about somebody's girlfriend, we say bird. So I'm just noticing that. And they're pulling me up to a bird that says, good, wait a minute, what does that say again? Good friends lift you up when you forget how to fly, I think is what. Good friends lift you when you forget how to fly. So there's definitely something there about remembering the people in your life that are around you when you forget how to fly, when you're feeling a bit crap. And again, that, it's that resonates for me, because it's like, we all have down days. Remember that people want to be there for you as well. Allow yourself to receive. Right, okay, I get it. Don't think that you can't reach out for help when you need it. Wake up call. Step into your divine feminine. It's funny because this is what I've been getting taught last year, but this makes sense. It's like I've just been taught that. So it's like Aries watching this now, you could be going through what I've just went through. So that's why I'm like, sorry, not the best. But it's like you're going to get, if you don't already know how to receive happily, you're going to get taught that. You're going to get slowed down so that you receive what it is you want. And pretty much a lot of you, if not all of you, you want that. Everybody fucking wants that. Do you know what I mean? But you get the challenges. It's like, it's worth waiting on, though. Anyway, right, let's move on to Taurus now. That was a nice message. So, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. How long was it? 10 minutes? Was it 10 minutes? It's okay if I lose my voice tomorrow. I'm off anyway. You know what I mean? Fuck it. They're probably going to make me lose my voice so that I'm not tempted to do the workshop live tomorrow or something. I'm only joking. Don't make that happen. Right. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We got any Taurus in the house? I know that we've got, oh my God. Why do I always do that? We have got a Taurus in the house, Angela. Right. So we've got a Taurus moon in the house. We've got, what did I just say? I'm Mercury in Taurus. Rest. This is literally what I just said. Rest is a divine feminine energy. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. But when we're thinking about that for the whole year, it's about, you know, it really does feel for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. There could be a huge lesson there. And yeah, being taught about the divine feminine, as Shakira has just said 13 minutes, and 13 is the divine feminine, it is the goddess energy. So I really do feel that this year is going to be about Angela, you'll be like, no, oh, you're Taurus as well, Michelle. So you are. But remember, Michelle, it's because remember when I didn't know what sign you were, I was like, you gotta be a crazy fire sign, you know what I mean? Just your wait, can you remember when I looked at your chart? Why did I say there was a reason when I looked at your chart? I mean, I was like, I can't remember what I said your moon and your rising were. Can you remember? But yeah, but anyway, you're getting an initiation into really allowing yourself to receive. Because again, remember when you slow down and you rest, because we're in winter, you know, like we are meant to be doing that right now. But I feel for the whole year overall, it's about you slowing down, allowing yourself. It's the same. That's the same fucking message in a different card as Aries. Slow down and allow yourself to receive what you deserve. Like, know you are worthy. What does it need to surrender to? I nearly stood up and done a wee dance. I love this shit because when you slow down and you allow yourself to receive, as I'm getting chills all over my body, you surrender your fear of intimacy. Whether you're two men, two women, a man and a woman like this card, it really doesn't matter. Whatever you want to fucking call yourself, because yep, let's not even go there. You are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. Shall I just drop the fucking mic right now, skip the other card and go straight to the twin flame messages? That's the problem here. If people were wondering what the problem was in connections, it's this year's going to be about surrendering your fear of intimacy, basically. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Wow. And again, I just want to point out, I know that will make sense for a lot of people when we're talking about romances here, but if you're not at that place, because I can actually think of a few Taurus moons that are connected to this where you're not so bothered or as bothered about the romance aspect, or you don't even fucking know who it is kind of thing. But it's about rest and allow yourself to receive and really value yourself like I feel you haven't done before. And treat yourself like a queen or a king before that person manifests. Like, and then whenever your person manifests, whether you know who it is or you don't know who it is, you can be sure that you're not accepting crumbs, because you know that you've been treating yourself well for a while before it. Fuck me running. You're killing me. Drop it, girl. I'm gonna fucking pee myself in this live. Fuck me running. What in the fuck? I've never heard that. That is hilarious. Mic drop. Straight the fuck up, please. That's what it is. Straight to twin flame, please. Right, I'm going to pull this card and then we'll go to those twin flame messages. That's so funny. What else does Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus need to know? Wow. How long have I been now? So reevaluate your priorities, yeah. So this is like, God, a lot of my soul sister clients are going to be like, oh man, she's saying it again. But when we tie this together, I'm doing the X Factor build up to the romance card. When you slow down, you rest and you allow yourself to receive what you deserve and slow down. I already said slow down, but they want me to say it again. You start to face your real fears. And again, this is what I'm saying the other night too. You know, I've been helping other people work through this, but it's, you know, a lot of the stuff I'm helping people with, I've either definitely been there at some point, or with some things I can still be there. But it's definitely about, you know, assessing, you know, I see a lot of people blaming the other person a lot. And definitely when we're talking about twin flame connections, they are your divine mirror. So, it's like I say it quite a lot of people are, because again, it's, there's lots of complicated things that can happen where people want it to be someone and it's actually not that person, and it's a karmic person, and because it's unhealthy. If people are talking about situations like narcissistic, codependent, controlling, it's not a twin flame, right? That's your twin flame wants you to be free, like free as a bird, and they trust that you can fly away and that you will fly back when you're ready to come back. Like, that is the twin flame, right? That is the truth. Anything else is just, it's trying to control things, and it's not, basically. But it's, with what this is about, it's about you slowing down enough to face that there is some kind of running script, like I said last night, of, oh, well, I've been hurt in the past, so this person's going to hurt me too. But if that is what's going on within you, that is also what is going on within your twin flame. And again, this actually goes for any zodiac sign. It doesn't really matter now. I'm just channeling it. It's true. It's just a way of them to get the wisdom out, isn't it? Let's face it. That's what's going on. So, and half the time, and I know because a lot of people enlighten me about that over even just the last few weeks there, about when the people that are ready to come together and communicate, you actually find out that you're feeling the exact same way. You've got the same fears. So that, surrender your fear of intimacy. Like, you are literally, you're not running from the person, you're running from yourself. It's like that song, running, I'm not going to sing it, but it is true. Like, what is it, like, not running from myself no more, I'm ready to face it all. And I'm not the biggest fan of Beyonce, but it's true. Like, it's you're actually running from yourself. So stop running from yourself, damn it, and reevaluate your priorities. Do you want love or not? Hell, Taurus. Right, so do you want true love? If you don't want true love, you can settle for the fucking other shit, but we want true love around here, guys. But true love has its challenges. Right, so keep going. Oh, Angela's like, shut up, this is my sign, I want longer. You Taurus, you want the luxury. No, we want the deluxe 20-minute reading. We don't want the 5-minute crap. And that's funny too, because the Taurus moon on here too will get what I'm saying. Taurus is about luxury. So, oh look, we've got a Brittany. We've got a Brittany in the house. Brittany, you are a bot, and we're going to do something about you, Brittany. That feels a bit funny because it's like, we're putting you in a timeout, or do we just remove you? Bye, Brittany. That feels like, I don't know what that's about, but that feels funny. Right, so what do we need to know for the TF out there? The TF Tauruses. It might not be all of you, but it'll be one of you. Very specific message. Woo. Free yourself. Well, for fuck's sake, was I not just saying that? I was just talking about being free as a bird, and oh my god, I fucking love this shit. I love it. I'm doing my life purpose, really doing my life purpose now, when I'm getting this excited when I'm channeling messages, and I'm not even Taurus. Do you know what I mean? I'm Mercury and Taurus. It's time to take back control of your life, free yourself. So I really do feel there's a mixture of things that I'm picking up with that. It's about, where do you need to slow down and assess your situation, reevaluate what really matters to you, and surrender that fear that you've got of allowing somebody the power to break your heart, basically. That is what this is about. Like, I love that card because it does really look like they're having a moment, doesn't it? It's like, I really fucking like you, but you're going to break my heart. And then it's like, they're both thinking the same thing, but it's like, in reality, that's like, it's not going to happen. But a lot of the time, people don't even get to have that conversation because they're so terrified of it happening. It just never seems to happen. Or I do know people where you will actually be spending time with each other, but not having the chat. And that's, whatever way it manifests for you. And again, if there's not even anyone on the radar, which again, loads of people are in that situation, it's because somewhere inside you don't want it. It's like, that's what I said about me. It's like, I literally say all the time, I love being alone. It's not the best affirmation if you're wanting to pull in true love. It's quite true though. Do you know what I mean? But I would change it to, I want to be alone until somebody's fucking worth not being alone. I want what's worth waiting for. Do you know what I mean? Do you? Yes, you do. Divine timing is as at work in your love life. You know, I'm getting serious now because I've just sat cross-legged on this. You're like a little monk. I must be channeling my Lao Tzu guide or something because I've just sat like cross-legged. You can't see me, but I'm sitting cross-legged. Go and, you know, look out for it, by the way. Right? I feel like with my lights kind of down low, I feel like let's invite them in at least some point during me channeling these messages. I want to see an orb flying about. So I'm just asking for it. So somebody, you know, let us know if you spot it. So that Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Happy New Year, Jen. It's about waiting, freeing yourself from your own thoughts, actually. That's what I feel. It's like in past conditioning of where you've not been treated right, and knowing that there are going to be challenges. Because look, it's like that. I think that's like a wee boy and a wee girl, and the wee boy looks like he's like pulling the covers up right towards his face. It's like, you know, he really is afraid of being hurt. It's like the inner children. But if you can work through the challenges, it is worth it. And again, wee boy, wee girl, whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever your situation is, that is so on point. I don't know what better was. I seriously don't know if I could live with someone at this point. I'm very good at being alone most of the time. Yeah, I totally hear you. But you could for the right person. Oh my God, I saw loads of orbs earlier with the boys. Oh, amazing. Hello, Bridget. When did you get here? Right, so what else do we need to know? For how long have I been? Shakira, are you still time watching? Because I swear I've been doing this a long time now. Telepathic, yeah, because you've got a telepathic communication. So maybe that's why you feel like you don't actually need to talk about it with each other, but you do. Close soul connections are harmoniously synchronized, creating moments of telepathy. But again, I bet you that is talking about, oh, squeaky chair, maybe I will just sit normally. It's about, you will have had many, many freaky moments like that if you are in contact with this person where you've literally been thinking about them and they call you or they text you. Like, it reminds me when, you know, when you said holy balls there earlier. Yeah, because 11:11, you know, it's like maybe you're even seeing 11:11 on the clock. And again, maybe it's because your person wasn't fully awakened to what the connection is, but they are now. It's happening, you know, and I did say it's happening quite a bit last night. 11:11 is an important number for twin flames. It symbolizes the harmony and balance of soul counterparts. And it's because people are being freed from karmic situations that don't serve them, which again, remember, are not always romantic. It can be unhealthy connections of any kind that either of you had around you, usually both, and not always at the same time. Right, so boom, drop the mic for Taurus. Where is... So how... It was 12 minutes, right? Oh, fucking hell, man. Well, where are you going to stop me at this? What? Maybe tell me when it's been 5 minutes, right? So that I have some kind of idea. You know, 5 minutes, 12 minutes, it doesn't matter. Some of them are going to be longer, some of them are going to be shorter. I'm having fun doing this. So, right, so where's my wee bit of paper? Fuck, is my wee bit of paper? Oh, it's down here. Right, so we've done Aries, we've done Taurus. My God, I've only done 2. Right, let's put them. Now we're doing Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. Have we got any Gemini, anything in the house? Oh my God, I'm loving the vibe in here. Oh my God, this is where it's at. This is fun. But I'm not doing this every fucking night, girls. Again, it's like that's... I am actually. Spirit have told me I am, I think, for the next 3 while, but right, so Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. What do you need to know for... So anyway, Taurus has so far got the most exciting 2022. I don't think Aries was even as juicy as that. That was a juicy message. Right, so what have we got for Gemini? Now, Gemini is the sign of the twins. So we just had that powerful Gemini full moon there. Triggered a lot of unions for a lot of people I work with. Did not want to spoil Angela and Michelle's fun. All right, so you listened to it. Angela, your wish was granted when you were like, shh, don't say. This totally where it's at. It is, oh, Gemini, you're being guided to wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. I see what's happening here, right? This is very and it's 23. What I am actually feeling is each of these cards. So I'm not going to remember going much past this, I don't think. But so far for Aries, we've had open to receive. For Taurus, we've had rest. And now for Gemini, we've got wait. It all feels very divine feminine energy. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. So again, there's a slowing down feeling, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or whoever it resonates with. Don't rush into things. And again, this isn't, in some ways it isn't, it isn't. It's not all meant to be twin flame messages. It is when we get to the love cards, but this kind of still does feel like that is going to resonate for Gemini placements about don't be in a hurry to make something happen when you're not ready and someone else isn't ready. But it's about other stuff too, about, just not being in a rush to make things happen before. It's kind of like they're kind of saying to me, it's like what I was saying about, I'm really excited to get on with certain parts of my work and I love my work with clients, but I'm being strongly guided to like, just take a break, because if you don't, that's when you can end up getting ill, if you push yourself back into things before, because again, I never really I don't take holidays. The only time I take off from my work is when I get ill, and that's not really a good thing, especially with the pandemic. So haircut is looking fancy. Oh, thank you very much. It's actually gotten a little bit greasy. I only washed it yesterday, but thank you for that. Right, so what do Gemini placements need to surrender to? (2022). Not Russian, I would say. Surrender to prayer. Yeah, again, trusting. Surrender to prayer says to me to trust the process of whatever. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. But you can only get that when you slow down to divine timing, and again, not your ego's timing. Claim your art. Right, so this is definitely about whatever it is, whatever gifts, talents, whatever way. I mean, it could be literal art. I know that we have got artists on here, but it's kind of like, it's whatever you deem as your thing. Like, to me, this is me sharing my art right now. This is my magic. This is my unique way that my soul expresses itself. Like, are you doing that? Are you claiming what you're good at in the world? Are you sharing it, Gemini placements? If not, why not? If you need some encouragement with that, you need to book a session. See how I've done that there? Right. That's really quick, but that does seem their I've just whizzed through Gemini, so sorry, not sorry. It's as simple as that. Don't rush into things feeling like, oh, it's the 1st of January, I need to do everything like right now. You need to go along like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, you don't. I get that feeling in me too. Maybe with some things you can do it. Like, I'll stick to this for a week or whatever, and I'll get bored and probably do something else. But I'm joking, I won't, not really. I will be consistent, but there's something here about don't rush into something, because if you rush, you'll burn out. Pray, set intentions, but actually take aligned action. Like, art, if you're not seeing results with something, particularly I'm feeling like I'm picking up on business stuff now. Are you actually making sure that people know what it is you're good at? Are you sharing it? Are you advertising? Like, really simple things like that. Well, let me know who that's at. That feels like I'm picking up on something specific there. Right, so I'm just trying to think Gemini placements that I've got quite a few Gemini moon clients. I can't no, I can actually think of a Gemini. Yeah. Right. Oh, thank you for that. Well, I've stuck to 5 minutes for Gemini. Right. What does Gemini talk? We've got the love to do. What does Gemini need to know about love? Specific message for somebody that just flew out. Calling in your soulmate. But to me, this always means twin flame on this. Your prayers, affirmations, visualizations help bring you together. And that's funny, because actually who I just saw in my mind's eye, that's a Gemini, that really does, yeah, it makes sense. It's kind of like, all the work that you're putting in, working on yourself, it really is making a difference. Even when I feel like whoever I'm picking up on feels like it isn't making a difference, and the message clearly is there, like, don't rush this connection to happen, because both of you aren't ready yet. There's work to do there, and it feels like the work is going to take place throughout this year. You know, pray, send healing to your person, you know, but mainly heal yourself. You know, like everyone needs to take personal responsibility for their own healing and focus on what it is you're meant to be sharing in the world to help people. And that'll keep you busy. And just know that you are pulling that person towards you, whether you know who that is or not. And then, yeah, embrace what destiny has in store for you. But I really do feel, you know, that that's about just trusting and knowing that what's for you won't go by you. But there is definitely a feeling there of, you know, destiny has other things in store for you that you have to play out, like, because I keep being drawn to live what you love. And I feel whoever that message is for, you're not quite living what you love in the way that you're meant to be. You know, you're not going full balls to the wall. Michelle, I'm blaming you for that. Although I did say, what did I say that about earlier? I said I could go balls to the wall with something, and I didn't. Was it in my membership group? I think I'd said something, but anyway, I did say that earlier. That's funny. That's really funny. Right. So anyway, Gemini, right? Cancer. Let's check. We've got a Cancer in the hat. We've got a few Cancer placements in the house. Right. So what have we got for Cancer? I'll give it a good old shuffle there for. I'm gonna be funny. I might need to go for a pee. I might need to leave you chatting and go for a pee because I've drank that much water. The Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus, or really anybody this resonates with. It just doesn't matter. If you want to do that way, you can, but it just doesn't matter. Right. What do you need to know for 2022? Positive energy. Surround yourself with positive people and situations and avoid negativity. So clearly that is the message that has been coming up for everyone in the collective, definitely, which is about rude. I don't like that's any more rude than anything else that comes out my mouth, but it's funny. This is a real feeling of making sure that this year is filled with positive people, positive situations, and things that you love, like live what you love. Good things help you fly when you forget how, whatever that thing says up there. You know what I mean? Like, you know, do what makes you happy, be with those who make you smile. These are all things on my wall that my energy is being pulled to. And that one is like happiness is, no, life is a journey, not a destination. You know what I mean? It's all about, but the avoiding negativity is really sticking out to me, that it's like really identifying, if you didn't already do that last year, identify where you need to release these situations that don't serve you. And that can be really hard for Cancer placements, because Cancer placements are about kindness, it's about the mother energy, it's very caring, and it can often be so caring that it puts everybody else, you know, the person puts everyone else before themselves, and they'll kind of go at the back of the queue. But again, it's like, you know, I really do feel that whoever this is resonating for, that's lessons have been learned there, and difficult lessons, because my throat chakra just really felt like it was closing up there, about really learning how to value yourself and pushing through the uncomfortable feelings of treating yourself. And this is what I was talking about for Taurus as well, and just allowing yourself to have nice things in your life and do nice things for you, rather than being the person that's caring for everyone else all the time. And again, that literally comes out every time. So maybe it is going really in line with the signs, because that comes out every time I'm channeling anything for Cancer energy, because Cancer people are just very, very kind. But again, at some point, it's, you know, you have to take personal responsibility and realize that you are the only one that can change your life. And if you allow yourself to be surrounded by these situations, what you allow will continue. So, and again, that we've all got a fourth house that's trauma, by the way. And that's what the next full moon's in, guys. Full moon in Cancer. Get ready for hashtag all the feels on the 17th, I think it is. Yeah, I think it's around the 17th. Mercury retrograde's the 14th, and the full moon in Cancer's the 17th. So I really do feel lots of family issues coming up there, like mother healing, new beginnings, you know, really facing deep-seated trauma can be coming up there as well. But it's all clear and making the way for the good that you deserve in your life. But yeah, and you've all got a Cancer somewhere in your chart, and you've got fourth house, so you might want to look where that is. So you can surrender to success. And remember, this was the overall energy for this year for everyone. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties, aka the negativity. Leap into exciting new world of possibilities. So I really do feel, I'm very drawn to the mirror there as well. So I really do feel it's like paying attention to people around you that are mirroring back things you need to. I feel like actually that reminds me of a card in that deck that's like who or what is triggering you. Right. That was my word for that. Was really funny because that was the word that came to me in meditation before I done the meditation last night, and then it came up as that card, and it's coming up in this. Focus on success. So this is really like positive energy. Surrender to success, focus on success out of all those cards. So it really is about focusing on what it is you do want rather than what you're releasing. But it's, the negativity needs to be released to have the success. Right, so what do we need to know for those people that love stuff? Applies to Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Your spiritual journey is beginning. Yeah, it's just beginning. And I really do feel it's because there's been a shift of focus from the shitty stuff that you've learned, lessons from the karmic stuff, to what brings you success, what success means to you, because it's very important. This is what I do. If anybody's needing help with that around business stuff, or it doesn't even need to be business stuff, but it usually is. You know, what is success to you? It's important that you define what success actually means to you, because success is different stuff to different people. Like I said last night, it's never been about money for me. Like we all need money to live, but money isn't my main driver. You know, and that's actually caused problems in my work, because you can see it's like, you know, I forget to put the donate button and all this kind of pish. It's kind of like, and it's because it's not what I'm here for. Like, I just love it and it's my calling. So I need to get other people to help me to make sure that people don't take advantage of me in that way, because that is actually where the Cancer energy is in my chart, because the shadow side of Cancer is manipulation. So you got to watch where that is in your chart. Where do people pull at your heartstrings quite a lot? Pay attention. And again, don't allow it, because it's not their fault. You're allowing it. So where do you allow people to manipulate you? Pay attention. Your spiritual journey is just beginning, but that is exciting. So that actually doesn't feel related, although it's love cards, it doesn't. It feels related to things going. And it looks another bird. And the dove is one of the energies that I work with at my throat chakra. I often can feel like the voice of God, some would say. You've known each other before. So for someone, someone's specific love message here, there's an exciting journey just beginning. And when something does begin with a twin flame, it's very feeling kind of like old. Yeah, that's interesting. Like the kind of imagery there is feeling kind of back in the olden days, kind of a past life, kind of, you know, you've known each other before. It's what I always say, you're going to feel like, if you don't know who this person is, when you meet them, you're going to feel like you have known them before, and it's because you have. And it could be like past life as in this life ages ago or something. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. And that's crazy, because I did say there's something around mother healing here. Because Cancer is the mother, but healing family issues, your love life benefits, you forgive your parents. Right, lovely, mate. How long was that? See, it was, I felt that one was going to be short, but it was, but that was a nice message. Intense though. Right, so I did feel I needed to clear the sage right about it. Clear with the sage, right? Cancer, do Leo next. Right, and see when I said about paying attention to your own needs, because I'm giving all the yous a wee, not a row, but yeah, it's better giving you a row through me. I need to go pee. So talk amongst yourselves. We shall just, I don't usually have a pee break, but then again, it's not the norm that I'm doing YouTube lives. So I never needed to go for a pee in a Facebook live. I wonder why I need to pee now. Anyway, so. I'm more connected with my body or something. Yeah, it really is that, by the way. I'm more connected with my divine feminine energy. They're like, I really need to be, I can't hold this in. Right. Cleansing the energy, smoking the place out. Be good if I could put an advert on now, like a do. Claire will be back in a minute. She's just having a pee and being distracted by something on the wall, and she's just made a cup of coffee. Forgot she was doing it. I'm joking. Right, I'll be as quick as I can. Right, and I don't usually need to pee, no matter how much tea or coffee or water or anything I've been drinking. So that really is a message for Cancer placements, to pay attention to your needs. You know what I mean? So fell asleep, but watch replay in the morning. Well, you're probably feeling all the healing going to you there. Wow. Right, so no deluxe breaks. No deluxe breaks around here. We've got to keep it going. It's Capricorn season. Keep it going. Keep it coming. It's 20 to midnight. Oh my God, it's 20 to midnight. Okay, there's no way I'm going to sleep anytime soon. I was up till like 6 a.m. yesterday. And like, I mean, I don't drink. And I came home at like just after 1. So I was like, what the fuck? It was just the energy. I felt the energy. Sleep well, Bridget. Right, so Leo. What have we got for Leo? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Or it could resonate with anyone. As I woke up, it's me. Oh, interesting. Right, so what have we got for 2022? Right. Break free. Oh God, somebody else being told to break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. So Leo placements for you, or like I say, for whoever this resonates for, it really is about breaking free from what's safe. It reminds me of one of my, it's I say my favorite, but I've got favorite everything. But it's a quote that's about breaking away from the harbor. Like a harbor is where the ship docks, but it's something I can't remember the exact thing, but it's not meant to stay there. Do you know what I mean? So it's peace out. It's like you're meant to move away from the harbor, basically, like venture out beyond what's comfortable. So that is what I feel it's going to be about for Leo. And need to surrender to your addictions. Although I'm going to be cheeky and I'm going to pull 2 cards because 2 wanted to come into my hand. It makes sense. Surrender your addictions, whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking. Not a coincidence, I was just talking about overworking there. Take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. Now, this is an interesting one because they're pulling me at the fact that I've been, I've made a few jokes, but again, I'm not joking when it comes to myself. Like, I have been meaning to do some hypnotherapy of myself for not eating junk food and shit like that, because I actually wasn't for ages. And then, well, everyone does that at Christmas, but I didn't last Christmas. Like, I didn't drink and I didn't eat loads of chocolate and Christmas shit like that. But this one I did. Do you know what I mean? I didn't drink, but I did have, my God, like I felt sick the other night. I did that. I had like a whole big massive. Has anybody had the cheese, the jalapeno? What is it again? It's like jalapeno and cheese, like crisps, but oh my God, they're amazing. And I just can't stop eating them. And I eat them with like a tub of Philadelphia. I'm just this confession time. But anyway, what I'm saying is I felt sick. And then a whole pack of fruit gums. It was just, too much. So I really do feel other people will be resonating with perhaps overeating a little bit there. And it can be a way if you're maybe, and again, for me, full disclosure, it probably is because I really don't like this time of year. And yeah, it's like, but it's funny, I said that to my dad last night. It was like, because that must have been Christmas Eve actually. But whenever it was like, so maybe actually I'd done that on here, didn't I? So it must have been when I got off of this. But it was like, whenever it was, like, it really did teach me, because I thought, oh fuck, I'm not doing that again. And it's like, I'm actually ready to not eat any of the crisps or the sweets or anything. I'm actually totally over it. Do you know what I mean? And so I really do feel for a lot of Leo placements, you might be the same. You might be like, right, I allowed myself a wee binge eating there, or binge drinking, or addicted to sex, if that appeals to anyone out there, or overworking, whatever it is. But it's like you're ready to kind of like, I don't want to do that anymore. Do you know what I mean? And you're surrendering the spirit for how that's going to happen. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine and let spirit work its magic for you. But it really does feel like that's about, oh yeah, so there's whoever this is for, it's about breaking free from situations. So I feel as well it could be like an addiction to negative thinking. And you might be thinking, well, what the fuck are you talking about? As if I want to be doing that. But it is something, like, a lot of people are addicted to the victim story that they tell. So, be careful that you're not in a habit of, oh, this doesn't happen for me, or love doesn't come to me, or money doesn't come to me easily. That's not a good affirmation. Change it to money comes to me easily. But you know what I mean? Just where do you tell yourself this victim story, and step out of victim mode and into warrior mode, or whatever the opposite of victim would be, like empowering. And again, if you can't pull yourself out of that, then work with me and I'll help you, and some of you do. So let's see. And there's a theme here, there's a theme of two, because I've just pulled out, I'm meaning to pull out one card and I've just pulled out two cards again. Reflect on your truth. So yeah, reflect on what is your truth. So I've just shared, like, sharing kind of like it's a priest, but we're in a public platform here, what I'm not proud of doing there. But again, it's taught me, and that is the way that I teach. Like, I always say that everybody's got, see, when it comes to weight, like, that's a very personal thing, and everybody's got a certain weight that, probably it's like, right, I'm not going past that. And for me, I know where my cutoff point is, and I'm probably at it. You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, I don't want to go, I don't want to kind of go over this, because it's like my jeans are really tight. Like, even when I was walking over that wooden thing, I was like, yeah, I'm lucky my jeans didn't rip there. Do you know what I mean? Because I've been wearing joggers that much and jammy bottoms that my body's like, what are these things called? And I know that lots of people will resonate with that when we were in lockdown. I think everyone got a lot used to their jammies and their joggers and shit. You hear me? It's kind of like when I worked in a hospital and I used to wear these really baggy trousers. That is when I was the biggest I'd ever been, because I was wearing that 4 days a week. I just wasn't noticing that the weight was creeping up, and then I did when I tried to go on a night out, and I was like, what the fuck, none of my shit fits me. Not a nice feeling. Do you know what I mean? And that, I think everybody's got their sort of thing. So I do feel that this is definitely, there's a Leo sun moon rising, that someone's going to be really resonating with me sharing far too much there. So you're welcome. That's what happened in Sag moon. Engage with higher reason. But again, there is this sort of feeling of moving away from all that, whatever the toxic cycle is you want to step out of. I feel when you engage with what truly matters to you and focusing on reflecting on what is your truth, and what are you using to run away from that. Usually that's what that's about. When you face that, you'll be engaging with your higher reason. Rekindle. Every relationship has magical moments that can be rekindled. So I really do feel here this is about absolutely those of you that are in relationship. It's about if the spark has been lost a little bit there, where can you bring that spark back? Where can you bring that playful energy? If you're single, it's about where can you bring back the spark for yourself? Where can you date yourself? Where can you treat yourself like a queen or a king or whatever resonates? And again, it's like, and then that brings somebody towards you if that is what you're interested in. which is usually, again, not everyone, but most people. I feel that pain. Yeah, I think a lot of people will be resonating with it. I definitely resonate with that, yeah. A lot of people will be after Christmas. Everybody kind of overdoes it, usually with the drink and the food. And maybe some of the other stuff that people mentioned. Right, so what is a specific message for someone with a Leo sun, moon, rising, or Venus? Forgiving and learning, yeah. And I really do feel that, with what I was saying there about because although I'm kind of joking with bits and bobs, like, if you don't know that, like, I do, when people do have issues with food or, like wanting to lose weight in a healthy way, because like what I would always say is, again, like, it's anybody that done my divine detox course would know that that was a very small intimate group, and there was just amazing transformations actually which keep continuing for a lot of people. And again, I'm going to collate people's experiences with their permission. I've said to everyone that's on it though, with a wee video or something, or at least something written about the ways in which it's helped them. But people did lose weight and stuff. It was in a very sort of healthy way, because it was because we were decluttering our houses and decluttering electronically, and decluttering toxic. Toxic can be a bit harsh, but it's right for some things, just relationships and things that weren't right either. And silly things like I actually left a few WhatsApp groups I was in where nobody was talking and shit, and they hadn't spoke for like 3 years and stuff, because it's just things that people do to be polite, but it's like you're wasting your time, you're wasting other people, it's just kind of like, what's the point? So somebody used to hear that too about, just breaking away from things that aren't right anymore. And it's kind of like people are kind of living a lie when they're doing stuff like that too. But I do feel there's a lot of forgiving and learning going on. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So again, there is something here about forgive yourself. Like, that's basically what I feel the message is. Like, forgive yourself if you've overdone it a little bit in any of the areas that I've mentioned, because especially this time of year, because everyone does it, but whatever it is that you're needing to release and heal and forgive about the past, like, give yourself the gift of that. And if you can't, like you say, if you can't work through that yourself, like, find a good counselor, find a good therapist, find a good healer. And that happens to be all of the things I just mentioned there. So again, but find somebody that you resonate with to help you, because that's what I was starting to say there. Yeah, that I'm very good at helping people with food issues, because food is connected to trauma. It depends how serious we're talking here, because we all do this in certain ways. But like, I've shared before that when it was when I was doing my counselling training, I'd done a whole weekend of specific trauma training. It would be to be helping people that have been survivors or of sexual abuse and rape and stuff like that. But anyway, I ended up really healing myself, because it was there was a really interesting bit about the connection to how you eat, like to do with how you eat and just different sorts of trauma. And again, everybody's had trauma of some kind, is what I say. And what I realized was, I wouldn't go as far as to say I had an eating disorder, but actually kind of, yeah, like, when I done that, I was like, oh my God, like, I've just realized that I don't have that good a connection with food as, and remember, this was now like 6 years ago, 7 years ago, so it was a long time ago. But what I'm trying to say is, long story short, after I'd done those 2 weekend trainings, I really felt it was absolutely for how I help other people, my clients, but it first and foremost it really helped me, because since that period in my life, I have been excited about food, right down to tonight. I was on the phone to my friend and I was like, what did you have for your tea? And I remember me and my childhood pals, we always used to slag one of my best friends, like, in a funny, jokey way. Because she would always be like, oh, what did you have for your tea? What did you have for your tea? But actually, I really now get it, because I'm one of those people that I'm excited about what, like tonight, I made, what was it called? Cheesemas burgers. It was like, I had to make it was a Hello Freshing. I had to make the burger. It was like a Christmas burger, and I fucking ate both of them. So there you go, confession time again. Yeah, I ate both of them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, that's why I'm like, right, I'm like to one apart, right? You need to come round. You need to come round so I don't eat both of these things. Do you know what I mean? But I ate them both, no regrets, but I'm not doing that again because my bum will be looking really big when I get to go and get the lighter off of if I keep doing that. But it was fun, you know what I mean? And it tasted good. We need to do these things now and again. That also goes for the people that were addicted to sex. Sometimes you might have needed to do that, do you know what I mean? But don't be doing it all the time and escaping into that. Right, anyway. So that's that message over. I so need to detox, so much to do. Yes, but did I even get to the point of that? Basically, what I was trying to point out was food has a lot to do with different experiences that you've had throughout your whole life. So hopefully I'm not blowing anyone's mind with this, but it can be really interesting to look at your relationship to food and not judging it, but just observing, is it healthy? Because before I would have, basically, it's not like I didn't like food, I just wasn't bothered. I ate, but I wasn't excited about it. And I didn't get why people would get excited about eating their tea and shit like that. Whereas now, and for a very long time now, I absolutely fucking I love food. And it clearly at that point in my life, I was not connected to my sacral chakra. It's like, whereas now it's like a fucking lit baby. I'm connected to my sacral chakra and I light other people's sacral chakras up. That does not sound right, but I help other women and men really connect with their sacral chakra. And I think we all know what the sacral chakra is about. But it's the sacral chakra, as well as being sex and sexual healing and all this kind of stuff. It is also to do with how you receive and feeling worthy, and your relationships to not just romantic people, relationships with anyone, your relationship to your fucking self. So it is very important that you pay attention to that. And if you slow down and you pay attention to that, it will change your life. Very deep, but there you go. Maybe somebody needed to know that I've got a lot of background in helping people with that and personal experience. Right, so I only have to look at food and I put on weight. I think that would happen looking at the photos of food. Oh dear. Taurus moon though. Taurus love their food. So Claire can help with any challenge. I had a session with her. You'll be amazed. It is this is one of the ones I'm going to want to screenshot, isn't it, Michelle? You'll be amazed. It's been life-changing, and I may say I am very discerning when it comes to trust. So thank you, Michelle. Honestly, that is very humbling and means the world to me. So I didn't set Michelle up to say that. She has just said it of her own accord. But yes, no, thanks. That's nice. I've went all awkward. Right, let's move on to Virgo. So, so funny. And you know what? I am too. I'm very discerning when it comes to people that I trust. And I've said this before, but see, when it comes to me, actually, if someone's doing a reading for me, like cards, I actually like to source out people that don't know who I am. And I quite like that. It's like I like seeing what they pick up, and it's but if I go to the same people, it would definitely be, it's only people I trust. And I think I've said this before, I actually, when I get led for people to read for me, because it's very important that you get, you find your own people that resonate for you. There's some sort of connection that I've got with Capricorn suns. And I'm not going to lie, guys, sorry if you are a Capricorn sun, but it's not like I don't like Capricorn people, because again, we've all got different signs in different places, but I don't think I've got, none of my close friends are Capricorns. Is that right? Yeah, none of my close friends are Capricorns. I've got people that are Capricorn moons and Capricorn risings, actually. But there's something about the people that read cards that are Capricorn, I think it's because I'm so connected to spirit that it grounds me, you know what I mean? But it's really interesting. So again, that's why it's kind of unless you felt a really strong pull, it'd be like, oh, you really love this person or whatever. That's why I said it tonight, and I'm saying it, spirit are making me say it, but I don't usually be like, oh, share it out and all that, because it's kind of like, what I would say is, share this if you feel somebody's going to get the way that I work with spirit. Don't share it if you're like, nah, they're not going to have the patience for the way to clear channels or whatever, or they're not going to like the swearing or blah, 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 whatever it is. Share it if you feel somebody's going to resonate. But, you know, it's very important that you do tune in to, you know, what resonates for you, because some people don't have the patience to watch somebody that's going to do a live for hours and hours and hours. And even people that do resonate be like, oh, I'm not feeling it tonight, so I'll stay for some of it, then I'll watch the rest later, or you maybe don't, whatever. But it is important that you do tune in, I've got hiccups again, to who you can trust and who resonates for you, because it's going to be different for each and every one of us. So this maybe is going to have something to do with Virgo's message, because yeah, Virgo is discernment. So she made me, you've got all the laughing faces. She made me, I did fucking not, don't you lie. That's funny. You'd think me and Michelle had known each other 100 years. We've clearly, talking about past lives, we've clearly known each other in a past life, because it's like, I've only had that one live session with Michelle. So I just get away with being cheeky back. That's funny. Right, so Virgo sun, moon and rising. Right, empowerment, love it. So for Virgo sun, moon and rising, you're more powerful than you realize. It's safe for you to be powerful. And instantly I saw in my mind's eye one of my beautiful besties who's a Virgo rising, and a couple of my clients actually. One of my clients, actually, one of them still might be on here, Virgo rising. But it's about, you are more powerful than you realize, and it is safe for you to be powerful this year. That is your theme of this whole year. So I'm definitely going to make sure my friend watches this if she isn't lurking. Although I definitely think she'd be chatting if she was on this. So. And what do Virgo sun, moon, rising, Venus need to surrender to? Halfway, yes, indeed. Oh, well done for knowing that. Okay, does that mean I'm going to be here till 1 a.m? Looks like it. Surrender to joy. So yeah, it feels like when you surrender to your full power. Oh, my nose is getting itchy, loved ones in spirit. That is when you get a hell of a lot happier. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. So again, it really does feel like when you step into your full power and you do what truly makes you happy. And again, it really does feel like not people pleasing. I know it always seems to be coming out of my mouth, but yeah, really surrendering that habit of people pleasing and putting yourself first. Because again, Virgo is, my sun sign, my Aries is in the house of Virgo, so I can resonate a lot with this as well. It's like Virgo is the helper, it's the healer, I was talking about you, Angela, when I said it was like I saw one of my best friends that's got that, and then show you. It's, you know, it's very polite and very humble. And again, I know people might be like, right, you know, that's where I might be at. Well, not might be, I am a bit of a weird one, because I might swear like a sailor, you know, swear like a trooper, whatever, but I am very polite. And if people perceive me as being rude, they just clearly don't know me very well, you know, or they're just really affronted by people that swear. And it's quite funny actually, because I did come into contact with someone that was a Virgo recently. That, you know, it's just so funny, like they never said it indirectly, but you know, you can just tell somebody does not like swearing one bit. And I just remember coming away from the interaction being like, they totally hated me. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, and I can actually, it's one of the horrible parts of my gift, is I can tell when somebody really likes me or really doesn't like me. And I can even tell with the people that make out they like me and they don't like me. It's a Pluto 0 degrees Scorpio in the house of the hidden kind of thing. You know, I kind of wish I didn't know that. But it's what makes me good at picking up on narcissistic behavior, passive aggression, just gaslighting, you know, like where people try to make out like you're claiming something that's not happening. I can just spot it a mile off. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like I notice things that other people don't notice, and that is what Virgo energy is about. It's noticing the little things. Ask with sincerity, but again, because Virgo placements are so pure and want to help everyone else all the time and will really knock their pan and try to do. I mean, again, it's why I, with my sun sign, and again, I'm talking about myself because it's going to make sense if ever this is for, it's that's why it makes sense for me to be showing up every day if I can in some sort of way, even if it's with the reels or the shorts, because it's like that is part of my soul's mission, is to, Virgo is everyday stuff. It's your routine, it's your ritual. Like I've said that before over the years, when I'm not posting the card of the day, which I gave that up a while ago. I was transitioned to the reels, which I've now not been doing either. It doesn't feel me, like I feel me when I'm helping people, when I'm helping the collective. So I really do feel someone else might resonate with that, as you do need to be helping people every day in some sort of way, even if it's just in your personality, that you're the person at work that everybody goes to for advice. You're still helping people. I was that person when I worked in nurseries and stuff, you know what I mean? Or I was the one that was like, we can't get the babies to sleep, can you swap rooms? Divine soul counterpart, attraction transcends superficiality, attraction. So again, there is something there about like really trusting and knowing that when we're talking about the twin flame connection in particular, or this could be any connection, it doesn't need to be twin flames, it always tends to be, yes, you'll be highly attracted to your twin. I mean, that's put mildly, do you know what I mean? Like, you will literally think that nobody else can top them. That is how you feel about your twin flame. But it transcends like thinking somebody's really hot. Like, it'll be like, even if like talking about putting on weight, losing weight, like that won't matter. So even if you're twin flame, it's like none of that matters, because it's a soul thing. And that's why some of you might even find that you're surprised by being so attracted to somebody that you wouldn't be before. But again, I'm not really into when people are like, oh yeah, it doesn't matter, because there's not always, but for a lot of twin flame connections, there can be huge age gaps, by the way. And there's usually lots of hurdles that you need to go over, but there's not always huge age gaps, but there usually is some sort of age, even if it's like a year or something, or which is nothing. But it's very common for there be to like big 10-year gaps, 15 years, 20 years, like whatever. But if you've not got the age gap hurdle, there'll be some other kind of hurdle, like live in different countries, or other people don't approve for some reason, or whatever, there's usually some sort of something going on there. But that there's a lot of energy coming in my head. It's just about knowing that this feels like somebody that's questioning, or maybe questioning what this connection is. So maybe it's somebody that doesn't know a lot about this or is new to it. It's kind of like you will just know, because they'll just be pulled to their soul. That's basically what Spirit are telling me to say, right? And again, that's specifically for someone. So, and I feel it'll help you work out if you retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And that's funny, because Virgo is the hermit. And then on the back, we've got healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah. So there is a lot of family healing. And this is really interesting, because that is coming up. Retreat at Cancer full moon, that is also about retreat. And this is coming up because that full moon in Cancer on the 17th is going to be, like I say, it's going to be bringing up a lot of people's trauma, a lot of family healing, mummy, daddy issues, all this kind of stuff. Heavy shit, guys. That's what we've got coming up in a couple of weeks. Right, how long was I with that one, Shakira? Oh Lord, I have to really watch not to swear like a trucker at work. I got shushed. Oh, remember, that's what I saw in your chart. I got shushed last week when I dropped an F-bomb. I went in my office and laughed my ass off. Yeah, laughing your ass off, because they don't even fucking know the half of it. They're thinking it's bad you say fuck. Christ. That's funny. But it's just funny, isn't it? Like when I had that, I mean, that person was lovely, but when I had that interaction, with someone that I could just tell, they just really just didn't like me. It's kind of like, that's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not walking away changing myself because somebody doesn't like that. Like, it's just, people are entitled, lots of people don't like. So again, I say it all the time because it's true. My mum and dad don't like how much I swear, but again, whenever one of them picks me up about it, I remind them I'm a grown-ass adult. So, as long as I'm not swearing at you. If I was swearing at them, that's different. That's disrespectful. And I don't like that. But if I want to swear, I don't know, but lots of people that I'd be under, but I'd be open if someone was like, oh no, well, that. But again, it's kind of like everyone's got a different connection. I'm really close to my mum and dad, and they can't tame me. Do you know what I mean? I do what I want to do, and it just kind of works. Like, you know, they get my work. You know, I'm very lucky in that way. Right. So, right, Virgo. That seems to be your message. Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Right, Libra. Somebody got a sore back on here. Now I have been sitting here a while, but my back's starting to hurt. So it's like right in the middle. I'm just going to put my hand on my back for me, if it's just me, but I might be picking up on somebody's backache that's a Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, or it could be somebody that's on here live. But I'm just, what do we need to know for Libra for 2022? Oh, I just bought that. Oh, there we go. That's because I'm leaving Virgo. That was the critical part. I was like, excuse me, that's not good enough. It worked. Patience. Virgo's also about. Well, is it about patience? It's about humility and being humble. Oh, that's why I started saying all of that. I just burnt my new slipper. Shit, did I just put my hair in that as well? That reminds me of that woman that was on my Facebook page or my Instagram. No, it was Instagram. She put a review on her Instagram. She tagged me and it was like, she said, I literally came across this girl swearing like a trooper and nearly setting, you know, the cards on fire with the candles and stuff. And I thought, oh my God, who is she? I'm going to watch her. And oh my God. Wow, that's crazy that they're doing that. And the review was about, she'd said, I'd done what I'm doing now. And now the back pains went away. That's mad. This means something. So basically, apparently she found me, and I think it was when I used to go in, there was a few, I might be in them, but I don't interact in any of these groups. So again, that's one of the things I should really leave online. I'm in loads of groups and I don't even lurk in them. I just don't go in that. Like, I've not been on Facebook in fucking months. You know, other than going in my own groups, like I don't interact in groups. But yeah, anyway, it was back when I did. I used to like live stream in these big spiritual groups and that. And this girl had caught me. And long story short, I said, someone's got a sore back on here. I think it was actually on my page, but she found me in that group. Anyway, long story short. And she said that when I said, right, I'm sending you love, that she felt like it was a shot of morphine going to her back. And the pain instantly went away. And she'd had this back pain for like, I don't know, I think she said like 10 years, 20 years, something like that, a long time anyway. And from the moment that I sent her that healing, just by saying sending you love, by the way. So when I say I'm powerfully healing on these, I'm not talking shit. I really am. And a lot of the time I don't even know what they're doing through me, to be honest. But I just hold the intention and I sent the healing. And she said from that moment on, not only did her back pain go away completely, and it was a long ongoing problem, it sparked a catalyst for her spiritual awakening. So pretty crazy. But the back pain's gone, so I don't know why they want to be. Maybe she's a Libra. Maybe she's watching these, but I don't think so. It was on Instagram, but she might be cross-watching. Yeah, how funny. The pain just went away from my back. So just in case maybe somebody's got back pain or pain of any kind, if you didn't know that I'm able to heal that on a session as well, I am. Maybe some people that work me haven't made the connection of their physical pain going away after we've had it, because you don't need to have had the session for that. I've had actually one of my friends was doing stuff with me at one point, and they'd noticed their asthma had totally cleared up and they'd had it pretty bad. So, and sometimes the person doesn't always notice connection, but I noticed. But I think actually they did notice that. They've got loads of stories like that. It's because of the light codes, you know what I mean? It's the way that they work in the energy. Right, so Libra for 2022. I'm telling a wee story in between all these. Right, so self-forgiveness, Libra. This year's about self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So perhaps I'm feeling like a Libra placement on this with back pain, because I didn't tell that for no reason. A lot of your back pain, lower back pain, I feel, is to do with stuck emotion that's getting trapped and it's manifesting as back pain. So, oh my God, have back issues for a couple of months. And Libra, what are you again, Libra? you got Libra's moon or rising. I forgot what I said. Your moon or rising. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, well, maybe I was talking about you, Michelle. Well, certainly, if you haven't noticed a shift in the back pain, I'm sending you the energy for your back pain now. Those of you that are saying the whole hog on this, by the way, you should sleep like a baby tonight. That's the one thing people always say, is they always sleep after I do these, anything, but definitely these long ones. Right, so I'm seeing you through the dark moon tonight. Right, so self-forgiveness for Libra, and surrender comparisons with other people. Keep your eyes trained on yourself. Focus on your own strengths, attractiveness, and power. And it's funny, I've been drawn to the word attractiveness because Libra is about attractiveness, really. Like, I always say when it's a Libra moon or a Leo moon, that's when I notice I like to kind of look, I don't know about my best, but I'll maybe make an effort and put makeup on or something, when most of the days I don't. And it's kind of like, but it really is about keeping up appearances in a lot of ways. Libra is a sign that is connected with people pleasing. So wherever you've got Libra, you really need to look at, like, where do you do that? Where do you sort of change yourself to make other people happy? And it's about, you don't need to do that. And, you can, and also definitely if that kind of comparing yourself to other people comes up, because it comes up for everyone in some sort of way, just remember that we're all on our own soul's journey. And there is an amazing quality, there's many amazing qualities about you that other people don't have. And there'll be people looking at you thinking the same thing that you're thinking about looking at other people, wanting what you have. So just work with what you got, work with what your mama gave you. So be of service, rather than being focused. So this is definitely specifically speaking to somebody that's admiring or watching somebody else and wanting to be them, or like, it even kind of reminds you, like, I remember it was on my Facebook Live, I think it was like 6 months ago or something. There was one girl in particular that said, oh, I just want to be able to channel like you do, and like I'm never going to be able to reach that standard and stuff. And although it's nice that somebody's admiring the way that I channel, I think I'd said to at the time, I was like, you've just got to be yourself and do it your way. Because like I've said, lots of people won't like the way that I channel, and particularly the way they won't. Well, there's a couple of things. It could just be because they don't like the truth, and they don't like the brutal truth, and they're living a lie. Or to play devil's advocate and be fair about it, it could be because they don't like that it takes so fucking long to do messages. And when I say I'm pulling a card, I pull about 10 million. And when I say I'm going to be 5 minutes, I'm about 40 minutes or 4 hours. Do you know what I mean? Who cares? I don't really give a shit why people don't like me. Don't watch me. Do you know what I mean? I used to be more sassy about it, but I've learned a lot from catching some other people being like that, and kind of like, you know what I mean? Like, I think although my sass comes out a lot and my shadow, I allow space for my shadow, because quite frankly, a lot of people have treated me very badly, and I don't call them out individually. But when there's a general theme going on with my clients or within my life, I will generally, because it's going to help people. Because I just don't think it's classy. But definitely, I'm not really a fan of like when people are kind of I don't know what I'm trying to say here. Like I caught someone the other day, that was it, and it was on YouTube, and it was like they were just kind of being like, well, they actually kind of like, so how like I like kick off the people, the bots, right, that put on fucking numbers and letters, and it's just not even a fucking real person, right? But it was like somebody kind of, and I wouldn't say who it is because you wouldn't know anyway, but it was like somebody kind of like giving a different opinion on something, and like the women just like well, like blocking, and like all their messages just get hidden, and I couldn't, when I was like, I'm pretty good at shit like that, the woman that got blocked hadn't actually done anything wrong. She knew what she was talking about, and the woman that didn't really like that, and I was kind of like, I don't like when people come on and they flaunt their own business and they'll say about what they've got going on in that, and it's really obvious that they're trying to alert other people to what they're doing, because it just makes me cringe. I don't do that on other people's shit. again, I'm not a good example because I could be more social, guys, but I mean, I think I'm a hard worker, and I just know that if people want to work with you, they will work with you, and it's just not cool to go on other people's stuff and float it. And so, but what I didn't like was that's what that person was trying to claim, something like that, and it wasn't. There's a difference if somebody's actually sharing something that they know about and they're helping and doing that. And that's what I'm meaning. Like, it's kind of like, like I say it all the time on here, that it's like if it comes up and it's relevant, like I said it to I say it to people that I know won't mind. So it was like I said, at the start there to you, Michelle, didn't I? Was like, that when I done your session, you I won't say the difference, but you picked up on different stuff about me, and you were fucking spot on. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't feel, doesn't like change anything about me by saying I'm recognized. And it's like with everyone that's on here that I've been in a session with, when I heal you, you heal me back. But it was just, I don't know, it makes me sad because it's kind of the reason why I am a lurker on YouTube in particular, because it's like, I've found that like people can be such dicks. Do you know what I mean? Like whenever I have tried to chat and the thing, it's like if I show that I know something, and Sagittarius moons do know a lot about a lot of stuff. It's knowledge, you know what I mean? It's like I've been really shot down, but again, jealousy. So I'm talking about this for a reason. If you've experienced this, some Libra person, focus on being of service and don't pay any attention. Oh my God, look at that. You talk about them and you turn up. There's one of these, I nearly said the C word. Kobam Bebin. No, you're going, okay? You're a bot. You need to get the fuck out of here. So here, this isn't removing somebody that's been of help. This is removing somebody that needs to just get the fuck out of here because they're a bot. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, right. Let me read what has been saying here. So, yeah, so Libra, the whole point of me sharing that very long-winded story, but it has a point. This is why I'm saying watch all the signs, because I'm saying bits and bobs in different places. Is focus on being of service. When I've experienced people being dickheads like that to me, whenever I've chatted on, the very infrequent times that I would go on a live or a live chat or something. And by the way, I don't even like, it's like, I don't know if I've ever commented on anything ever as this channel, by the way, like, because I just left it dormant. But, maybe I might experiment with it. But I probably not, because of like the way that you can experience it. But again, it's about whatever that is related to you. It's like focus on being of service and the people that are going to treat you right, rather than people like that. I've been in a lot of pain in my hip for about a month. It literally just went away as you've been talking. I'm a Libra moon. Oh my God, Jennifer. Right, guys. You better fucking believe I'm screenshotting this shit. So can you give me your permission to do that? Let me know on my private mails, because that's crazy. But again, so obviously, Jennifer, I do work with Jennifer. So it could have been the work that we've been doing just before we ended for Christmas here, because I'm starting up with you again. So or it could have been. So did you have the pain tonight and it's went away while I've been talking? That's crazy. Wow. I love it. Fucking amazing, Jennifer. Right, it has been driving me crazy and it's literally gone. Wow. 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 I think that's why I'm going to be doing this a lot. You know what I mean? It's like, it's what I'm here to do. I know people like when I do the cards, but I am a healer. And that's pretty crazy. Now I know, thanks for sharing that, by the way. Not only does it let people know, you absolutely have my permission. Thank you, Jennifer. I love you. It's, by the way, I do love you, but I feel that was from your man, because it was just quite strong, wasn't it? It was like, it felt like, I love you. So there you go. A wee message sneaking in from your man there. But it's, although I do love you as well. But it's, I don't need to do it now. It'll be on the chat afterwards, because Sophia worked out that it does come back eventually. It just takes a while. But oh, you're saying I can screenshot it. Thank you. But yeah, no, thanks for sharing that, ladies, because again, it really does, like, thank you. Just thank you. You know what I mean? It helps other people know that I'm not talking shit. When I share reviews, which I keep meaning to, I've gathered quite a few. reviews lately because I need to put them on my website, which I really want to publish in the next couple of days. I hope I'm not still saying that in 6 months, but no, I'm going to get it done. I'm going to get it done within the next couple of days. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is there's not many people that can heal instantly and that fast, and things that people have had for decades and stuff, but I can. So what I'm saying is God I'm working with is somebody powerful up there, because it does happen. And it does, you don't even need to book a session. I shouldn't really say that because I'm not exactly going to do my bank balance any good on it, but it's true. Just hang around, and as long as you're not a dick and you're not going to fuck me over, Spirit will send you the healing. But they probably send the people that are a dick to me the healing too, to be honest. Because everybody's worthy. We're all on our own journey. I know that I will get good coming back to me in some way, shape, or form anyway. Yes, I felt it all the way up until you started talking about it. That's why I was saying thank you, because it's clearly why I was telling that story about that woman. That's mental. You're very welcome, Jennifer. I'm glad that it helps. Right, so talking of love, embrace. What did I already do the love cards? I don't know if I started blending it. Anyway, we're doing more. Embrace what destiny has in store for you. Embrace. So I already pulled this out for someone, didn't I? But again, this is about self-forgiveness, letting go of the pain that you've been storing in your body, letting go of feeling like you're not good enough and other people are better than you, and you have to be a certain standard because you're your own person, and lots of people will like the way that you do it over the way that other people do it. Just focus on being of service and helping people in the way that your soul wants to come to help people, whether you're at the beginning of that journey or nearer, offering your services out to people. It doesn't matter. Just focus on getting an idea if you're at the start of it. Again, this is stuff I help people with. And just embrace what destiny has in store for you, and don't bother about what other people are up to, and enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. And because that didn't feel too romantic there, I do feel a wee message for Libra placements coming up is, there's a past life connection there going on. I do feel for Libra something that's going to be somebody coming back into your life that you have known in the past in this life, or like say somebody new coming in that feels like you've known them your entire life because it's so close. And I really do feel you're going to be spending some time alone with each other, getting to know each other again, is what I want to say. So I don't know who that's for. I'm blown away. Well, I'm good, Jennifer. I love it if you're blown away and you do work with me, regular work with me anyway. I mean, that's just amazing. Right, so by the way, though, I really am feeling, is your back pain gone? Because I think I might have inherited it. Spirit, take that away. If we've healed the back pain, right. Oh, there's a very, that's funny. I don't usually do that in public, but it did come out there, didn't it? A wee bit of my secret light language that I do when I'm myself. I think I'm not going to lie, guys. That's going to be happening on here. Not that soon, though. That's just not my vibe. You know what I mean? It's just, they're just going to do that out of me, even though I don't want to do that, aren't they? They did just do it there. I told you, throat chakra shit. Right. Whoever's back pain that is, I'm picking up on, because it's not fucking mine. Although I have been sitting here a while, but I know it's not mine. Send the healing to whoever still needs that. Right. That's really bizarre that I've done that. Right, so Scorpio, moving on, Scorpio. Right, so oh, fucking hell, Scorpio, what the hell's going on with you? Jesus, right, okay, well, there's 2 cards. So Scorpio, 3 cards have, we seem to be, no, I will keep them out. We seem to be carrying on the theme of job stuff and employment from what I was just saying with Libra there. So I'm wondering, actually, I do know someone that follows me that is a Scorpio, that's got Scorpio placements with Libra placements. So this will make sense to her probably. But the reason I say that is because you've got self-employment. You're a born entrepreneur and your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So I really do feel I want to take what I just said with Libra and carry it on with a Scorpio message here of you're meant to be working for yourself. Like, you're a born entrepreneur, your business is surrounded by magical opportunities. So whether you're already in business for yourself or you're getting strong signs slapping in the face. Like I said last night in that film, Silver Linings Playbook, where it's like, pay attention to the signs. Are you paying attention to the signs? Yes, you're meant to be doing this. So if you're doing it, it's going to get better and your work's going to change a bit, I feel. If you're not doing it, you're getting guided towards doing what you're meant to be doing, what your soul wants to be doing. And, if you're not quite convinced in that, again, book a session with me, or get saying your morning affirmations. Say positive affirmations each morning to open the gates of manifestation, to open the gates of that happening for you in the way you want it to happen or getting better. And have faith about it. Your prayers are manifesting, remain positive and follow its guidance. So I really love that, because again, remember, this is for Scorpio placement. Oh, also I'm Scorpio rising, just realized. But it's like Scorpio, that's like I just said that. I love that, because I didn't sort of click till after, but it's kind of like, it's there's just this feeling of, the gates of manifestation will open when you have faith and you take action towards it, aligned action to what really lights your soul up. It's like when I've said, I think I said this the other night, last night, or one of the nights, only say yes to what's a fuck yeah, and not a kind of, definitely not a lukewarm or a hell no. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be doing what lights you up. It's why I've stopped posting card of the day. I wasn't feeling it anymore. Do you know what I mean? I need to take the next 10 days to work out, 10 days now to work out what is it I like the most about everything that I do, because I do a lot of things. Like, where do I want to focus my energy? And really, for the most part, it is going to be on here, and definitely with a couple of things that you have said, which isn't new, by the way. This has been happening the past 6-7 years that I've been online, but really, I feel it's that, I don't know, I just feel that this is a place for that, rather than where I was doing it like on Facebook Live and stuff, like maybe Instagram. But again, I'm feeling Instagram. It just feels like this is the right place to be helping people in that way. So again, I really do feel as well, though, that for other things like love stuff or whatever other area, this is about, like, the things that you are wanting, what you're seeking is seeking you. Your prayers are manifesting. Like, remain positive and follow its guidance. Again, pay attention to the signs, like, and it's like, I feel whoever this is for, like, you have been getting massive signs, which are like, I'm just feeling somebody being like, is this real? Like, I would be surprised if that 1111 card comes out when I'm doing the love bit, but I'm just really feeling somebody being like, seeing somebody's name everywhere, or seeing their surname everywhere, or seeing numbers that you connect with them, perhaps numbers that are like connected to their birthday, whatever it is. And that's sounding like love stuff, but I mean, it could be signs from loved ones in spirit as well. But whatever it is, it's like, yeah, you're seeing that for a reason. It's confirming something. Surrender to success, yeah. And it's that when you stay positive, the positive affirmations, and have faith, like, success is assured. But I feel, because Scorpio, let's get real, it is about pain. Scorpio, anything, and again, remember, I've got a lot of Scorpio, we can have a tendency to focus on the pain and what, so again, if this is about well, let's go with love, because we're going to go that way in a minute. It's kind of like Scorpio placements would focus more, especially Venus. If anyone's got Venus and Scorpio, that's terrible. That's like Romeo and Juliet. It's well, it's great in the bedroom, but it's kind of like, it's not so good, because you could probably be quite cruel to yourself, as in Romeo and Juliet kind of love. Like, we can thinking it's too good to be true, therefore you don't go anywhere near it, kind of thing. But it's kind of like, when you can get past focusing on the pain of what you might not get by going for it, and actually, so it's kind of like when I've said before for one of the other signs, focus on what could go right rather than what could go wrong. Whatever it is, whether it's work, love, whatever area, I really do feel this year you could make a huge success of it. And that's really great for people in self-employment, because I did pull self-employment and being an entrepreneur. Surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. So that's really great with the job one. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. So again, there's a strong message there about when you're open to what can go right, it will go right. And be true to when you're true to yourself, be true to yourself. And I love that. So that be true to yourself in business, have integrity, know that if you've got strong intentions to be of service with something that you love doing, because I really do feel someone's wanting to make a transition from doing work in a certain way, or maybe doing something completely different. Sorry, my eye's really itchy. Maybe you're seeing something or someone in a whole new light, because I'm itching my eye like that. I do need to know for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rise, and Venus. This will be a specific message for someone. Christ, it's that one again. Oh, that's really weird. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. This card's come up for a lot of the signs, and it's because, again, the next full moon in a couple of weeks is in the sign of the family, Cancer. So, and again, Cancer is specifically related to the moon and the mother energy. So definitely healing mother issues there. And even those of you that have got like great relationships with your mother, it's any kind of generational things down the line, you know, like your ancestors could have dealt with, and it's ancestors too. So you just don't, like, I do ancestral healing with people, and if anyone's had that on here, it's fucking weird. And to be honest, I don't actually do that session with people. Oh, actually, somebody has had on here, but I won't call you out who it is. I don't actually do that with people unless I've had a few Zooms with you prior and, you know, know you quite well, because it's really heavy and it takes ages, to be honest. And it's so weird. But the last one I'd done, well, the last two I'd done were very similar, and they were fucking fascinating because, well, it was just like going back like generations and like speaking to people. It was my mediumship came in like full blown, like talk a bit, like not talking to like, oh, your granny, like it was talking to your granny's granny, and just the stuff that came in was so connected. And yeah, just loads of just fascinating stuff that literally changes people's lives when you're open to that. So yeah, healing family issues, you know, there's a lot of that going on for Scorpio placements there, and I really do feel it's because you're focusing on realizing that the pain that you're carrying isn't yours. You're healing the trauma and the ancestral healing for the people that came before you, for your parents, for your parents' parents, your grandparents. And actually, you're destined for a lot of good stuff happening in your life when you go for it. When you pay attention to the signs are cautioning you. But for me, I read that card differently. I feel this is about like the signs are cautioning you to take action with something. Are you listening, or are you still playing the victim story that of rejection, or you're not good enough, or that you can't do it and everybody can do it? Because I just looked at the Louise Hay thing that says I can do it, so you can do it. No Scorpio in my chart, but I'll definitely take that message. Jennifer, remember you have got Scorpio in your chart because you've got an 8th house, and I'm like, your Leo is in the 8th house, isn't it? You remember, Jennifer, have you forgotten already what I said about your chart? Your Leo sun, and see what I mean? I would never remember this, but because I'm in this space, it reminds me. Your Leo sun, I'm pretty sure I haven't got that wrong. Your Leo sun is in the 8th house, which is Scorpio. So that is literally why you can bring the light to a very dark place for people. So I beg to differ, my friend. And then you'll have Scorpio somewhere else in your chart. I can't remember where, maybe your 3rd house. Can't remember where it is. Hey, how about you do a live Zoom message? That would be the bomb. What do you mean? I do. Oh, right. If you mean when everybody's on that, I do that. That's my workshops. Like, that's what I've done. I opened my last workshop up to the public and nobody joined. It was just my memberships. But yeah, that's what I do in my membership. And then I sometimes open them up to the public. If we weren't, oh my God, you're right. Yeah, I'm always right, because it's not me, it's spirit. So again, I'm not being cocky when I say that for anyone who doesn't know me. It's spirit. Spirit's never wrong. when they're channeling through me. Spirit could be wrong through other people. I'm joking. Well, I'm not really joking, but I know that they're right through me because I just say what they want me to say. And trust me, a lot of it I don't want to be saying, especially when it comes to this shit. But yeah, right. So anyway, I need to hurry up with this because my voice is going a bit. Right. What specific message do we need for Scorpio placements? Oh, 2 have come out. Again, let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. There's that one again. Let love show you how to learn from each other. So 2 cards wanted to come out there. Again, it's a strong message. It's like that, let love show you how to learn from each other. It really does feel like when you start to be more true to yourself and have faith and move towards what it is that lights you up and pay attention to where you need to heal your own stuff, you'll see something come about with your love life in a more healthy sort of manner, and that is what came to me. But or it'll just be, you know, if you're already in a partnership and you want to stay in that partnership, you'll just see a passion reignited. But whatever it is, it's like I really want to say as well, it's about like, you know, you don't necessarily need to do that heal. Well, you do need to, we all need to heal by ourselves in some sort of way. But it's like the whatever card I pulled before about I think the person that the person you're connected to actually could help you with that, but it's like you have to reach out for help. So I did miss that one. Oh yeah, I think it was actually around the time that you had your session though, Michelle. So don't worry about it. If it wasn't like the start of the year, I would actually be doing a live workshop for my group tomorrow, and I would, or not tomorrow, Monday, because I don't like doing it on the weekend, but and I would be opening it up to the public, but I'm not doing that because I will burn out. But I will do it for, I'll tell you what I'll do it for. I will do it for but actually, I'll probably, to be honest with you, I'll come and do a live on this tomorrow. I feel, don't hold me to it, but I feel I will be on tomorrow and we'll do something for the new moon. But I'll be preserving my energy for my membership thing to record that for them. But I'll do the public, I'll do the first public Zoom I'll be doing will be the full moon in Cancer. And it sounds like people fucking need it from what I'm channeling tonight. Right, so that was Scorpio's message. Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius, and it is really fun, by the way. I do it differently each time, but usually there's not loads of people on it. So it's quite a nice wee number. And like I either do it certain ways where people can do quick fire, like 5 minutes, everybody mutes themselves, including me. And I just let the person just get everything off their chest. It's very much as if we're in a virtual shamanic circle, and it really works and it's powerful. It's intense though, because you know, if everyone's got to listen to one another, but it's very, very healing. That's why I don't like it to be big groups. Also because it takes forever. It's quite tiring when you're listening to like loads of people. Even like I remember when I done one of my courses, and it was only 4 of us. But it is intense, even, you know, with that. So, but it was amazing. Loved that. I'll do that again next year, that Divine Detox. Right, so anyway, let's crack on with this. So Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. (2022). We've got consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area, and positive energies on the back. Surround yourself with positive people and situations. Avoid negativity. Spirit, I don't want to be looking at the bottom. See, old habits kicking in there. I'm just like, I want to look at the bottom of the deck. But yeah, I really do feel so. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. 2022 is about getting, and think about it, I was just saying that, getting help. So the last for Scorpio, I was more talking about, it felt like reaching out to your twin flame for help, to be honest, that one. But it could be reaching out to anybody that could help you with what you need help with. But this is more talking about reaching out for somebody that, you know, and it's funny because I'm doing Sagittarius and I'm Sagittarius Moon. It's about recognizing where somebody's more skilled than you in a certain area and getting help from them. And for me, what I've been focused on this year is business stuff. And like I say, like I've noticed it's Capricorn placements are really good at helping me with business stuff, where I get myself in a tangle. or earth signs in general, because my Taurus moon friends, and I've got a lot of them, are very good at helping me when it comes with stuff like that too. But Sagittarius placements, or anyone this resonates with, it is about where is it, because I'm forever channeling to a lot of people, where I recognize it and where spirit guide me to say it is that, like, a lot of people need therapy. And like, if people come to me, I've turned American. This is all your fault. You're literally majority of you that are live are American. One of you isn't, but it's kind of like therapy. I keep calling counseling therapy, but I think I'm just going to drop the counseling where I'm going to therapy. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, I don't let people come to me for reading after reading after reading if I can feel spirit saying to me that person needs healing. Now, it's not. I'm not going to like force somebody to do something they don't want to do, but like, I can think of, I'm being shown clairvoyantly one person that was wanting a reading with me. And I definitely feel strongly, just from observing the interactions before it, it's like, they really need healing. Yeah, that's your rising sign, Jennifer. So this is so listen up, because this will be for you as well. But it's like, but rather than saying like, right, I think I did actually say to that person, so I'll go with this. I said, I did say to that person, like, look, it's healing that you need, but I know that you want a reading, and I definitely know she definitely wanted to hear from Love and Spirit. I was like, we'll do, this time we'll do the cards and we'll do the channeling. And like you say, everything I do is healing, so you'll get the healing with it. But with this person, I've particularly recognized that I really do want to do a soul retrieval. But like what I've said is that with soul retrieval, like, I might be able to recognize that you need that, but it's really important that you recognize you need that and that you ask me for it. And it's, and a lot of people that are in my memberships will know this, that this was a few months ago this came up, and it was kind of like, that is the hard part about my work, that I can recognize what it is I feel you need. And if I say it, I'm normally pretty spot on, because the person does come to me, it's what I thought. But that would be me taking away that person's power. So unless it's an emergency, which, there's not too, well, there is some, cases where that might be the case, but, it's kind of like it's part of somebody's path, and asking for help is a big part of it. Is why I don't make a secret of it, and I say all the time, I had a therapist, I had a counsellor for 7 years. Yes, you heard 7 years. So I am a counsellor, but I had a counsellor for 7 years. And it's because I wanted that. Well, there's a few things. Like, I wanted it because I wanted to understand myself better when I'm listening to other people, helping them. But also, and notice that I've had my business nearly 7 years, and that's like, it was like, I was helping other people, and then I was getting help myself. But it was also to prepare me for the work that I'm doing now and the way I'm going to be helping the world with all the fucking crazy shit that's going on. But also there was something that, where was I going with that? Oh, it's gone. What I'm trying to say is, I wasn't somebody that I often recognise, but I wasn't trying to do it all by myself, right? Like, I recognised that where a lot of people say, oh, but that's a luxury. And listen, I've not had a lot of money the whole time, you know what I mean? And I'm not the best of money. Like, I've got ADHD, I've got dyslexia, I've got dyspraxia, I've got dyscalculia, you know what I mean? I need a lot of help from other people to help me with stuff like that. And especially because I might be able to heal people's back pain of 10 years, 20 years, whatever, or, stuff like that. But I cannot, and that's not a limited belief, it's just the truth. It doesn't work quite like that for me. If it did, I'd be walking around like bewitched everywhere, like, wiggling my nose and magic happening. I can do that for other people, which is why I don't let everybody have access to my energy, because I can do shit like that. But for me, it's like I have to learn it in a kind of a different kind of way. And for me, it's like, because I get fucked over a lot, not as much as what I used to, it's important for me to work out stuff with someone that I trust. And for me, that was having my counsellor was important for me, right? So basically, I've just explained, that why counselling does mean so much to me, and it means the world to me to be somebody's counsellor. It's why I have a really close relationship with all of my clients. I don't just call them clients, I always have to say soul sister clients, because it's true. It's even people that aren't doing counselling with me, it's almost like I am, but I always say officially I'm not, because unless I'm doing a session with you week after week after week and we're in a therapeutic relationship with one another, I don't see that as therapy. It is different because you change, you move with the process, the healing process, and there's just this kind of magic that happens. You can't quite put your finger on it until you're at the end and you're like, oh my God, look how much I've grown. And you go on that journey with the counsellor. And it's why, if you're not going on that journey with your counsellor, change your counsellor, because you should be recognizing. And I said this to one of my clients recently, actually, that also it's a good thing, it's a great thing, but it can be a downside where people need to realize with me, if I am your counsellor, that it's not normal, the change that happens that fast when you're working with me. And that's because that's not the counselling part, because you could, if I was just a counsellor, you could be seeing me for years, like I was seeing mine for, like my counsellor was amazing. And actually she's on Reiki and everything too, but it's kind of like, it's the light codes that are coming through me. And it was interesting, a friend of mine channeled that to me years ago, that it was like, well, it wasn't that actually, maybe it was like 3-4 years ago, but it was like the way that they were going to start working through me be even faster than they already were. And that's totally spot on. So actually I'm going to need to say that to her, because it's spot on what she channeled to me ages ago. But yeah, do you know what I'm saying? Basically what I'm trying to get at is, who am I on? I've fucking lost track. Sagittarius placements. It's about wherever it is that you need help. So if it's like me and you need help in business with people that can quite frankly do it better than you, or maybe you just need them to do it. Like, for instance, like I didn't build that website, full disclosure, my best friend built that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and actually, if I can't fucking do that when I look at it tomorrow, I'll be like, help me. Do you know what I mean? Like, wherever it is you need help, get the help, is what I'm basically saying. And I know that can't always be done because money can be a big block, but like I've said for years and years and years and years and years, money, like a lot of the time, that's an excuse, because I healed myself by listening to binaural beats. Yes, I had a counsellor too, but it's like I had breaks in between doing it as well, and there was times when I had to, and then eventually, actually, it's important to say, I moved that to once a month, and sometimes it was like only once every 3 months towards the end. It was weaning off the contact. But if you genuinely haven't got any money, although I would challenge you on that, because I've seen people saying that before, and then in the same breath, someone will tell me of ridiculous amounts of money that they spent on people's birthdays and Christmases and stuff. And then it's so funny because a lot of people do that and they don't even realize, and think, well, you could spend that on yourself. But we all do it. I've done it. Everyone does it. And it's just about, it's a journey that people go on. But there's definitely something really, for me, going on about this for that long. Sagittarius placements, where do you need to seek support in an area? Like, go and get it. Like, and if you've not got the money, find it on YouTube. Like, look at what I'm doing. Look at what people are saying. If I've just healed Jennifer's back pain, and again, yes, Jennifer works with me, but it's kind of like that's been tonight. I took it like you had the pain tonight and it's went while I've been talking. Do you mean that could happen for anyone if you're open to it happening? Jennifer knows that miracles happen to me, therefore it's happened. Like, the people that think this is a load of shit and I'm making up, it won't happen for them. Or it won't happen as strong. Sorry, that's the chair again. I've actually said that, like, I've got somebody very close to me, a friend of mine that I've got not very many, but I've got a couple that really, they're not big believers of what I do, but they kind of secretly are, because they can't explain that they had a physical pain and then it went away with me very quickly praying or whatever. But some people at earth signs they can't understand it. So, and again, these people are testing in my life, because it's like, fuck, I've been there, like, trying to prove it. Fuck that. I don't really give a shit. Like, it doesn't make no difference to my life whether you believe me or not. But if you do, you'll feel the benefit, is what I'm basically saying. Right. So surrender your fear of change. The universe is reminding you that you are cared for always, whether you're afraid of a change in your job, your health, or a relationship, or if you're fear aging or death. Repeat the affirmation. I have faith that all is well. And again, that is the affirmation that I like to repeat often. So again, with me going on about consulting an expert and surrender your fear of change. And remember, because that's the overall energy for Sagittarius placements. Where is it? And that's, see, again, I'm Sag Moon, and that makes sense for me. If I start stalling with YouTube and getting frustrated and whatever it is that I feel is such a big deal about it, which really is, it's being consistent, you know, like I'll do it for a 2 weeks max. Well, actually, I've done it for a month. When I was doing the channel in the videos in the summer, I did stick to it for a month, but then I usually like teeter off. But I've got loads of people around me that can help me with that. And I'd actually reached out to someone recently, actually, that I was like, do you do coaching? Because it's like, again, it's like, if I can see somebody is good in a certain area, like I will want to learn how to do that, you know. And you can teach yourself for free if you've not got money. So don't let things like that stand in your way. Right, so engage in higher reason. Yes, so again, there's something here about what is your higher purpose? What is your reason for why did your soul come here? Why are you so afraid of it? If you're so afraid of it, it must be something you're really meant to do. And it's why, you know, people will be sick of hearing me say that, but it's true. I've always known, and I've been told by so many people, I'm meant to be on this platform helping people, a lot of people. Therefore, what did I do? Fucking stayed away from it quite a lot of the time. Makes perfect sense to me. And it brings us very nicely onto the love message. That's why people do that in love, isn't it? Exactly what you want, you stay the hell away from, because then it won't hurt you. But that's not the way to do it, guys. And you definitely need a therapist if you're doing that. my therapist heard a lot about YouTube. Oh, I'm going to do it next week. I'm going to do it. And the fucking ended where I still haven't made a proper go of it. So I'll let her know when things are on a roll properly. But it doesn't need to take 7 years. I go very slowly. I've got 6 retrogrades on my chart. Oh God, wow, Spirit really make me tell it. How long have I been on here? 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Yes. I think the soul retrieval only works if the person is aware that they're fragmented. Absolutely. It's also that then I think, you know, it's interesting because when I was saying that earlier, Michelle, I was aware of it, kind of reminds you of another medium friend of mine who she doesn't do the same work. So that's important to point out. Like I wouldn't say just a medium because she's fucking amazing medium, but it's kind of like what was it? She'd said that it's kind of like, you know, people don't know what and I wouldn't actually say that it is to keep her anonymous, but it's kind of like people don't know what it is they want. Like you need to tell them. And I agree with that with certain things, but not that might apply for a medium, but I don't know, I'm actually struggling to think what way that I can't remember. I think it was more business. I think it was about what to have on my schedule. So it did make sense for whatever she was saying, but it doesn't make sense with all the combination of things that I am, because with a shaman, you don't actually always know, unless you know about shamanic healing and soul retrieval, you don't actually know why you're being drawn to someone like me. You just can't stop watching, or you feel like, you know, you might like my humor, or you just might like my chilled soul, because that's what I seem to come up on as YouTube. I don't know why people are putting in chilled soul to YouTube, but I noticed that was what pops up for people. Whatever it is, it's I'm fucking losing the thought because I'm going on about this that long. But yeah, it's like, you know, it's it's gone. Fuck, I need to just carry on with it. I fucking got this is what I mean when I'm going. It's like I'm going that high up into the other dimensions, and it's like, I'm losing it. Right, what do you need to know about love for this? For Sagittarius placements. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Soul retrieval. Yes. That's how it works. You know, you'll just feel a strong pull to someone and you trust. And that's why I say to people, you don't need to know exactly what it is you need. Like, you know, like you say, if it's the first session, you definitely don't need to worry. It will be what it needs to be. And that's why it was great. I won't go into everything we've done, Michelle, but it was great with you because you've got to know me through watching me on here. And it is just primarily on here, isn't it? It isn't other platforms. You've got to know me through watching me on here. And then, so when it's come to us talking on the Zoom, it just flowed. And that's, Michelle really understood the way that I work. That basically, sometimes it does just need to be a healing conversation, because I'm clearing the energy. They're clearing the energy through me as we're talking. It doesn't always need to be that I'm waving my hands about or hold my hands up or, doing stuff. I might do that, but they can really just do it all through my voice. And that's what's good about, like, particularly when I've healed like friends of mine, like teenagers and stuff. Because I can just sit and have a wee chat to them on the couch and I'm healing them and they don't need to know, but actually my friends, like, they do know and they're actually very open to it. But yeah, and that's why it was good for when I was a counsellor in the Matrix, because people, like, that's why the manager at the time was like, what the hell are you doing in that room? Like, people are walking in depressed and suicidal, they're walking out skipping, like following their life purpose. And I didn't tell her till I left I was a medium. And she was like, oh fucking hell, I knew you, or something like that. I was like, it's because I'm a healer as well. Reiki, shamanic healing, a bit of astrology, like, just fucking bye, see you later. Like fucking Mary Poppins flying up into the sky, or Nanny McPhee. I always wonder, like, I always think that'd be weird if if I bump into any of those people, because only worked with 10 people, but it's like, actually I am in contact with one, but it's kind of like, it'd be funny if it's going to happen now, isn't it? But I always think it'd be interesting if I walked past one of them in the street or that, or they find me on here. Like, how weird would that be? The way the world is. Right, so Sagittarius, love, we've got temptation. Think carefully about the situation. Right, wow, this is getting juicy. So Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising. I really do feel you might, synchronicity. A divine soul counterpart relationship is blessed with amazing moments of synchronicity, right? This is a very specific one. I feel somebody on the twin flame journey with a Sagittarius, sun, moon, or rising, just be careful of checking out the relationship status of your twin flame, to be frank. It's kind of like, because like I've said, it's a complicated one, but if you know who your twin flame is, or like say you could meet them one day and you realize they're that person, whatever, we're going to say you know who they are. It's like that pull is so strong that even people that wouldn't normally cheat, you could be pulled into doing it because the connection is so strong. So this is a wee specific warning. I don't expect somebody to admit on here, but just be careful that you're actually not being tempted by something, because again, it comes back to that message that I said earlier for one of the other signs, like, you want it in the right way. I didn't mean to be dirty there, but you want things to come about in the right way. And again, I've got Saturn in Scorpio, so I don't like cheating, like, I'm really serious about it. It's like, so just, yeah, if you're the same as me, just make sure that you're not doing wrong by someone, you know what I mean? Because it's like, even if people are unhappy in relationships and that, I just always kind of like, get out of it then, you know what I mean? And I know it isn't always that simple, so it isn't that simple for people, but it's not, you're going to cause yourself more problems if you're then getting involved with other people. It's just people are going to end up getting hurt. So there's some really specific message there about, think carefully about whether it's worth it, and could you wait and follow the signs and the synchronicities that are leading you to, again, because I really do feel if that, whoever that's for, there would be warning signs of maybe they're not quite telling you the whole truth there. So just, and it might not even be, I'm kind of getting, it might not even be that it's like this person's in a serious relationship with someone else. It might just be that there's other sort of things that they've not tied up, and then you're going to get pulled into some kind of drama, and just making sure that, that doesn't happen. Right, so specific message. There's always drama with it. You let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. But what I'm feeling that means, right, is allowing it to unfold naturally, aka you don't give in to the passion and think, oh, fuck it, like, come here and fucking, get it on, and then find out, oh shit, like, they've still got a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever the situation is. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm pretty sure that, well, I know that that does happen with people, but, you know, really weigh it up, is it worth it? And also, that unrequited love is because of the unrequited love in the person. Like, they're not getting what they need on a soul level. They might be getting it sexually from other people. God, this is really intense. Oh my God, my approach. It's like my soul's like, I don't want to keep going. But because they're not getting the connection, so it's kind of like, I'm going to be honest, someone's having their cake and eating it. So if you're on the receiving end of this, don't fucking let that happen. Right, anyway, here we go. So what, it took me 20, oh, that's because I told you 20, oh, God's sake, 21 minutes. Were you just let me be in the flow, Sophia? By the way, don't feel obligated to stay up and do the times, because I've been on here for fucking ages. I did say about one. Right, we've got Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces. So what have we got for Capricorn? God, that was an interesting one. Email me and let me know if that was you. If you're getting tempted, having too much to drink and getting yourself in a situ. Capricorn. Sorry, I'm actually being shown a Sagittarius rising flag now. Partying. Right. Sagittarius does like a party. Don't take the party too far, you know what I mean? Capricorn. Wait a minute. Oh, I meant to say blessed change. So yeah, blessed change, Capricorn. Explore your options. It is your new moon tomorrow. It's well, the people before certainly were exploring their options, having their cake and eating it. It's time to look at other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. So the theme for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus is looking at other possibilities and making changes. So yeah, again, it's that moving out of the harbour thing. And, you know, it feels important that it is a new moon in Capricorn tomorrow. So it's important for wherever your 10th house energy is, for wherever the Capricorn is in your chart, particularly with all the planets in Capricorn as well, Capricorn season, Capricorn new moon. It's like, you know, Capricorn's about, it's time to get serious. And that's why, you know, particularly for a lot of romantic relationships, this is going to be, especially because Venus is in retrograde in Capricorn, it's about, you know, Venus is what you love, what you value. So it's not just romantic love, it's what do you love, who do you love, what do you love doing, money stuff. But Capricorn is serious. So when we're talking about romance, it's like long-term serious commitments, like proper grown-up relationships. So if you've been, as I like to say, fucking about, or kind of like giving half of yourself or bits of yourself to people, but like you say, you might have a strong sexual chemistry with it, but that's it, and then it fizzles, and then you've not got it. It's kind of like you'll see a lot of people shifting to want the whole, basically, yeah, wanting the real deal. But most people run away, not most people, but a lot of people can run away from that, because for many reasons. And it's really, I knew that was going to come in somewhere. It's one of my favorite 80s films is Cocktail, and I watched that, when did I watch it? Was it Christmas Eve? I think I watched it Christmas Eve or Christmas, must have been Christmas Eve, or, you know, something like that, or maybe, no, I think it was maybe the days after, whenever, but it was recently. But I know it like the back of my hand. I was saying that to my mum the other night. I was watching that, I was far too young. Like, I didn't understand the sex bit, and, you know, and there's just lots of stuff. It's just funny when I'm watching it. I'm like, oh, that's what they're doing at the waterfall. I don't know what I thought they were doing. But it's kind of like that film. I remember when this is crazy, but when I'm going into a total trance when I'm saying this, when I was at night school, and I was studying a bit of counselling there. So this is years ago, like long before I'd done my counselling certificate and my counselling degree. It was like a sort of mini course. But anyway, we were meant to write something that encompassed who we were. And it was like, you know, I might actually do that with my group at some point, because it's a nice thing to do. But it was something like, you know, tell us a poem that is important to you. I'm going to do this in my group. It's like, tell us a poem that's important to you. Tell us a film and, something else, right? So anyway, I chose the poem out of Four Winds of Funeral that's like, something about stop the clocks. It's really nice. It's from Four Winds of a Funeral, and it's the gay couple. When the older man dies, the younger guy, the Scottish guy, reads it. And it really hit me when I was younger. And it's just beautiful because it's about grief, and it's particularly because obviously, they were a couple. It's like how your whole world stops when your person dies. And I know that'll really speak to people that are, maybe that resonates with. But I don't know, it just really stayed with me. And it makes sense because of all the stuff I do, like, not only as a shaman, but as a medium. Like I have been there to help people cross over, and I'm always talking to deaf people, let's be frank. Is there a Frank here? Why am I using that phrase? But it's kind of like, deaf is something, and I wanted to be a deaf counsellor as well, like I am a deaf counsellor, let's face it, but it's like I love helping people through their grief. But that just really speaks to me. It's like how it's still like when anything bad happens, your whole world stops, doesn't it? Like it doesn't matter, like nothing matters anymore. Sorry, this is taking the mood down a bit, but and anyway, I shared that poem, so people always go like, fucking hell, she's deep. And then I shared Cocktail, just to spice things up a bit of Tom Cruise. But what I'd said was really deep, because at the time I thought I was in love. I wasn't. Well, it's whatever, puppy love. Anyway, the point is, but I told some big fucking, I think I shared The Notebook as well. That was my other film. So, so I would have spun it in a different way to make it romantic about him. But it was, it's really, that is still the premise behind it is fucking, actually, it's very interesting when I think about it, because I think I was trying to justify that the guy cheats in the film, which is really funny when you think about what I just said. But I didn't know I was getting cheated on. I fucking definitely was. Anyway, but it's basically, what I'm trying to say is, in that film, I'm going to spoil it. So spoiler alert, if you've not seen Cocktail, where the fuck have you been? Apart from some of you on here that don't watch films. I mean, there's a few of you on here that don't watch films. But yeah, in that, he basically, meets like his perfect person. They're definitely twin flames. He meets his fucking perfect person, and she's hot. It's Elizabeth, whatever her fucking face is with the curly hair, and she's hot and she's lovely. And she's actually really rich, but she hides that she's really rich because she doesn't want him to, chase after her for the money. And then the stupid fucker, his friend dares him to pull a rich chick, which she already was, by the way. And he goes with the older woman, and then she sees like her, I'm spoiling this, but anyway, there's a point to this. She sees that girl that he's just spent all this time falling in love with, and they were having fun, and it wasn't serious, but it was like, it was reading that way, and then he cheats with this older woman just because the man bet him. And the long story short is, it wasn't worth it, because the one that he's fallen in love with, and she's fallen in love with him, sees him cheating. He sees her walking off with the woman, and then he thinks he's got away with it and goes, rushes to see her the next day, and she's already away on a plane home. And anyway, you can watch it for yourself, but if you haven't seen it, but the moral of the story is, it really wasn't worth it. But what I got from this is what I mean, this is how deep I am, from a very, very young age when I watched this. And I was only a very, young teenager at the time when I was, making my being my, just getting, understanding the feelings behind it, was, although I don't condone cheating, it was because he didn't feel worthy. Like something that he didn't feel worthy of, that it seemed too good to be true is what I'm saying. It seemed too good to be true. And he's also, been obviously quite mentally weak, I would say, to, take a bet from somebody. But you could apply that to lots of different situations where people run away from a real connection, and they sabotage, basically they sabotage it because they're questioning whether it's real. And anyway, there's a happy ending and everything. And I love the deeper meaning behind that film, because it's about, oh my God, I was going to say, if they got forgiveness, that makes sense. It's about forgiveness. Like, that film for me is about forgiveness, because there's lots of things that need to be forgiven. There's the fact that he listens to his friend and makes a stupid move, and then there's another sad bit where somebody ends up dying in the film too, and it's forgiveness there. And then there's lots of things about forgiveness in that film, and it's about the learning behind it and everything. And it's got a bit of everything that I love in that. We'll definitely watch it. My God, that all came from me talking about Venus and Capricorn. And I did get very serious there, didn't I? It's like, yeah. Will you analyze like all the other 80s films now? I could, but we're not going to. Surrender your ego. Wow. Now I get, look, fuck, right. Who's still with me on this, right? By the way, I'm not being funny. I love films and songs that much. I've often thought about how could I combine what I do with it, and I think I just done it there. But it's kind of like, can we just have like a really geeky fun Zoom where we like analyze a film or something? Is that a thing? I think people do that. Anyway, I just did, but it's kind of like, look, he looks like Tom Cruise. It's so funny. He looks like Tom Cruise. Cultivate gratitude, be of service to others, and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Wow, Capricorn. So that might have been a long-winded way of me getting across that message, but the whole point of me sharing about that film was that guy let his ego get carried away with him. And, obviously Tom Cruise is a very fucking good-looking man. But again, I want to stay away from that theme, because I just think he is too good to be true. That's fucking weird. He still looks the fucking same as he did in that film like a million years ago. I think there's some seriously weird shit going on there. Anyway, moving on. But that's not the point. But that is a good point. It's the fact that he let his ego override real love there. And that is what happens in a lot of love dynamics, definitely twin flame dynamics. And it's kind of that is where the forgiveness comes into it, is that, well, there's lots of things. You need to forgive yourself, and then your person needs to forgive you. But again, it's like there's forgiveness on both sides. But yeah, there's definitely a lot behind what I was just sharing there. Shine your light, yeah. And it's like, again, when you truly shine your true light and your true self, and you don't come from a place of ego, people feel it. They really can feel it from you, and it's real and it's serious, and it's scary. So this is funny, because this feels like I'm talking about work, and it also feels like I'm talking about love. It's like when you're following your purpose, when you're with your person you're meant to be with. And it doesn't mean that if you're with other people, you aren't meant to be with them, because I really do feel everybody is part of your story. And that's one thing a lot of people don't get, I think. He looks slim. I take it you meant he looks slim. Yeah, he looks... Yeah. But it's kind of like, it's great film analysis. Really like that. Oh, thanks. I love it. Let's do it again sometime. I really do love it. But do you mean it's the whole point? And by the way, I know I went way off on a weird thing there, but it's like, the whole point of me saying about the counselling course I was on was I must, I really, like, from a very young age, really, and again, like, it's questionable. Again, it was the 80s, but I was like, Mum, I shouldn't have been watching that shit. I've obviously been fucking, my sister's been watching it and I've got it in it. But again, I remember watching it, I was far too young, and there was a lot of blood, and I had to run out. I don't like shit. I mute it because it's a horrible scene, very sad. And also, actually, if people haven't seen it, again, then it's like, where have you been? But there's a lot about suicide in that, and again, that is something that is very dear to my heart, and it's something that I help a lot of people with. Actually, that are feeling like that, or that have you know, that they've experienced that in their life. And, you know, I just understood, I understood it from a very young age. Like, I understood why the person was unhappy that had done it. And I understood I understood that. I mean, that gives me chills because I love that. I love the end of the film. But it's really the whole point of it, you know, at the end is, you know, Tom Cruise is like, fucking hell, man, like the money, the chasing after girls, the chasing after dreams, or the kind of talking about dreams and not doing anything about it. It all doesn't fucking matter in the end. And what matters is love. That's a good analysis, isn't it? But it's true. So it's like, you know, you don't want to get to the end of your life and realize that you've been following your ego and you weren't exploring other options. Capricorn, this is juicy. And you weren't shining your light and fuck what other people think and following, you know, because in the end, you know, spoiler alert, Tom Cruise does go and follow his heart, and the girl forgives him. You know what I mean? Admire. Oh, that's funny. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. So again, think about everything I've just been blathering on about there, about the film Cocktail, which I knew when I was watching the night, I knew it was going to come into one of these videos. And think about why are you drawn to that person? Whether you're with your twin flame or you're with someone else, why are you drawn to them? Why are you with them at that point in your life? Does it feel right? Or does it feel like your ego was following that? Or does it feel like your soul? Like, you know, just it's good things to reflect on. And if you are with your person, like, can you see that what you admire in them is actually in you? Because that could be true of people that aren't twin flames, but that's definitely with twin flames. What you like about them will be in you, and what scares you will scare them. Right. So free yourself, yeah. And again, so I knew when I was saying that someone with a strong Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or anyone, there's something where someone is needing to free themselves. It's time to take back control of your life, Capricorn. It is about that, and kind of just, you know, get an alignment with what is being true to you and shining your light, and let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Interesting. Right, so are we going to analyze any more films tonight, Spitter, or can we go into Aquarius now? Right, so Aquarius. Right, so no wonder you have to go, Jennifer. I've been on here for fucking ages, but I love it. Right, wait a minute, I've missed some of these comments. Therapy is a need, not a luxury. Yes, it's a need, but it's I totally agree. But I do hear people when they say that they haven't got the money for it. But again, it's like, I just don't believe everybody that says that. Because I think it comes from conditioning, doesn't it? Some people are not aware. I love the marathon. I plant seeds and let it go from there. I have to go now, go and bowling with my girl. Oh, enjoy. I'll finish watching on replay. Thank you again for fixing my hip just in time to bowl. Oh, that's lovely. I'm glad. Bowler 300, Jennifer. Have a I don't even know what that means, Michelle. Oh, Michelle, now you've made me want to watch Grease 2. That's funny. Oh my God, that's funny that I was saying I want to watch Grease. Grease 2 is not something you can... I might want to watch that so much I might buy it, and I bet you they charge like $5 or something ridiculous. Put Grease 2 on the TV, put Grease... It's something you don't see on the TV a lot. Score tonight. We're gonna score tonight. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll, we're gonna score, 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 score tonight. That was Grease 2. You're welcome. Yes, I can't sing, but I did just sing. I love all the fucking songs from Grease 2. I love Grease, but like the songs from Grease 2 are so fun, like all of them. I'll be your girl for all seasons, all the year through. You know Michelle Pfeiffer? Have you seen it? Do you want another one? I want to see OOLRIDER. Cool rider. Can't remember. So thank you, Michelle. I will probably be lucky to get 100. I don't even know what you're fucking talking about. I don't know if we do bowling like you do it. Right. I'm just fucking having a ball here. Right. So Aquarius. About to piss myself. Michelle, you just read my mind. I'm about to piss myself. I'm needing a pee again. I've been sitting here that long. Oh my god. Imagine I end up with some really important job in the new earth and then they dig up this shit that I was like singing Grease 2 on a YouTube. Reproduction. Da, 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 da. I can't remember the rest of the words. Oh my god. Oh god, tears come to my eyes. Right, Aquarius. Well, we'd be getting weirder when I'm doing Aquarius. Although I've got my Sag moon is conjunct Uranus and that rules Aquarius, so I don't need an excuse to be being weird. I'm just weird. I just own it. Right, so I told you I'm a total geek when it comes to like, although that's not even 80s, is it? That's like older than that. I'm totally I can't watch Grease. I need to go to bed after this. Damn, I never knew there was a Grease 2. I need to, oh, you do. Well, at least you've watched Grease. I'm impressed. But yeah, Grease 2, it's not better. It's just do you know what? I was thinking about this the other night, right? We're doing the films tonight, aren't we? One of my other favorites is Back to the Future, and I watched the other night. I watched Back to the Future, and then I watched Back to the Future 2. Fucking A, I can't stand you. What do you mean? Because you're pissing yourself laughing. That's hilarious. Cool rider. Jennifer, you were meant to be going bowling and you're sitting here singing all the songs. Yeah. Back to the Future is better. What I'm trying to say is Back to the Future 2 is way better than Back to the Future. Like I watched that, but anyway, I love them both for different reasons, but probably because I take people back and forward to the future and the past, you know what I mean? That must be why it was my favorite. I knew, it was like, hey, that's what I'm going to do when I'm older. Never mind when I'm older, I was fucking doing it in my sleep as a kid. Right, Aquarius. What's for Aquarius? Alchemy, yeah. I knew I was an alchemist. And you're an alchemist. We're all alchemists. We just forgot that the treasure chest is possible. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. So if you're Aquarius, sun, moon, rising, I can't stop watching, lol. See, I told you. It's whatever weird shit they're putting through me in the healing. It's like you can't turn off. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. So Aquarius, this year for you is about, how cool is that? Every project you begin turns to gold. You've got the power in your hands, my friend, and the treasure chest is in the same year. Like when you realize that you are the alchemist, and I actually know somebody that was on this earlier that would like that's got an Aquarius moon, that you can make big things happen for yourself this year, Aquarius. And it could be because of the Saturn in Aquarius. Perhaps it's to do with the definitely because that's work, but it's to do with the Mercury retrograde going into Aquarius as well. And actually, by the way, Mercury might have shifted into Aquarius as I've been talking. Maybe that's why I've went really weird. Like I need a reason. Not yet. It's still in Capricorn. Oh, oh my God. How weird is that? We're in the Capricorn moon already. And I got really fucking weird. Like not weird, but like I got really serious when I was talking about cocktail. Or I wonder when that happened. That'd be interesting. Because it's like I went from being really jokey to a bit serious. And I bet you that was when the moon shifted from, see, it's so weird. I totally go along with it. Right, so Aquarius. I bet there'll be some people just watching this thinking, I really do not fucking know what's going on, but I can't stop watching. Okay, I really do have to go. Have fun. Score tonight. Jennifer's gonna score tonight. We're gonna rock, we're gonna roll. I can't remember the rest of the words. That's the only bit I know. Surrender to worry. Aquarius, you need to surrender to worry this year. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you always. I know we've got an Aquarius rising on here right now. It's fucking freezing here. I'm turning the heater on. It was boiling before. Whether I'm going to go to my bed after this or stay up. And admit your vulnerabilities. This year is about you admitting what it is you need help with, even if it's just to yourself, and then you could open up to another as we go to the love cards. On here for 3 hours now, no? Oh, good, baby, that's fine. Or it was meant to be. Let's blame the comfy joggers. Comfy inside joggers. Right, Aquarius. What have we got? We've got let go. We've already had that one tonight. Let go. Sometimes it's best to let go and let the universe work things out in divine timing. So again, this actually could be about that when you realize that you have the power and you expect that windfall of abundance to come to you, and you let go of how it happens in divine timing, it will come to you. I actually know that. Will speak to someone in here. Look deep within your emotions and really look to see where in yourself, surrender the worry about how that happens and admit your vulnerabilities about what might be blocking that from coming in. When I say abundance, it could be money, but it could be love, it could be success, it could be anything. But also when we are talking about love here as well, it's like, let go of what your ego's timing is about. I so needed a good laugh. Well, I can always provide that, so I'm glad you got a good laugh. Sagittarius moon is about that, and we were in Sag moon until it moved. But so I'm glad you got that. I've had a good laugh too. But it's it's like when it comes to matters of the heart, Aquarius placements, it's about, just let go and trust, and trust in divine timing. And that goes with any love thing, but definitely if it's twin flames. And because it's safe for you to love and be playful. So again, this keeps coming through for the twin flames, and I mean, it does really make sense because they're intense connections, and some twin flame connections are like beyond, and that's, oh shit, I put the diary on top of the heater, and that's why I always say, you can't judge, you can't judge. Different people are in different sorts of dynamics, and it's like there's just different levels of intensity, and some are so intense that people just can't even talk to each other. Oh look, we've attracted another fucker. Goodbye. Don't even know what that person's name was, but they were doing all that fucking weird shit. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. So again, this year is about you trusting, letting go in divine timing, and not taking things so seriously, which is really funny when we just went into Capricorn moon. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So remember to bring in the play when it comes to matters of the heart. Whether you're with someone, you want to be with some, you're not with someone, like, just have fun. Like, nobody wants to be with somebody that's been too serious all the time or heavy. And Pisces, we're already into your message. Have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive and follow your guidance. But I kind of came out quite quick, so I'm going to pull another one. And simplify your life. And you are about decluttering. Eliminate clutter from your home and your work life to balance the flow of activity. So again, it's about, knowing that your prayers are manifesting, and when you remain positive and optimistic and follow the signs and the guidance, and you let go of what doesn't serve you, who doesn't serve you, settling for less, accepting crumbs in your life. That's the theme. That is the theme for this year, is to focus on manifesting only the best and accepting no less than what you deserve, which is the world, Pisces placements, and all of you. And you need to surrender to outdated beliefs about yourself. Yeah. So if you are still, and I know there is Pisces placements watching this that are still in stuck situations which do not serve them, because they're such an unconditionally loving, kind, sensitive soul. And also, you know, Pisces, it's the 12th house, so it's like mental health stuff, stress, it's unconditional love, it's kindness. So a lot of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, especially Pisces moons, could find themselves trapped in situations that they're really unhappy with, but because they don't want to hurt the other person, even if the other person is not being nice to them, they will stay in it because they're nice people, and we don't want that happening. Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. That's strong. Right, so else. And remember, this is for the whole year. Oh my god, I need to go soon. I'm gonna go and eat. I'm gonna have a big cup of tea. Oh my fucking god. Oh wow. Right, guys, I'm not starting that healthy eating. Forget what I said earlier. I'm not doing it tonight because you know what I've got in the fridge? I've got a chocolate orange profiterole gateau cake. You heard right. And yeah, it is like better than sex. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when I tasted that last night, like I brought it along. I think Mum and Dad were like, oh, you know, whatever. You know what I mean? My mum was having that after a few wines, and she was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "I know." And my dad tasted it. He was like, "It's a bit sickly." I was like, "Fuck you! It's really nice." I didn't say "fuck you." That would be going against everything I said earlier. But I was just like, "All right then. I think you'll find if you're pissed and you're looking for something to eat, you would be still taking that. So I'm taking that home." Do you know? I left a bit. I left most of it for my mum, and then I took it. But it's amazing, and I am going to have that. But it was amazing. Reflect on your truth, that one again. So Pisces placements, what is your truth? And again, that is important for Pisces placements because you can be very deceptive to yourself more than anyone. Strengthen your gifts. Again, Pisces placements, very psychic. Are you listening to what you're sensing about where you need to take leaps of faith and follow the signs and let go, simplify your life and what doesn't serve you, and surrender your outdated beliefs? Are you reflecting on what you're seeing? I need that cake. Now I'm going to get into the ice cream. Yeah, honestly, see when I've seen it, I was like, oh my god, who invented this? And it could have been a hit and a miss, but it was fucking amazing. I'll not be getting again though. It was like, it felt bad, but it felt good. You know what I'm saying? Pisces, I think I'm not saying that for no reason, because Pisces and Pisces moon in particular, which we're not too far away from, that is about escapism. So that's what Pisces moon in particular, but Pisces in really need to pay attention to. Where do you escape through? Drink, drugs, sex, anything. You could, you know, people can escape with Pisces energy in healthy ways. Like you could, like I've got someone that I can think of. Actually, she isn't. I thought she was Pisces moon, but then we looked and she wasn't. But anyway, when I thought she was, that person likes running, so it makes sense that she can, you know, escapes from her problems through running. But that's a healthy way to do it, isn't it? Or as a 12th houser with Pluto there, I could escape my problems through going to walk. Not all the time, but sometimes, you know, I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that, so I'm just going to go walk. Do you know what I mean? Totally own that. And you know, don't do it too much. Keep it in balance. But what I'm saying here is, it's very possible to deceive yourself, or just be in a fantasy about something, or tell yourself a wee story in your head. As I'm saying that, yin yang. Like the yin yang symbol, twin flames contain an aspect of each other's character within themselves. Yeah. So again, for specifically with twin flame connections with Pisces placements, it's I just feel a lot of fear with whoever this is about, a lot of fear in someone like, because remember, Pisces is the 12th house, it's deepest fears. So it's like a lot of fear of being rejected by not just anyone. I mean, nobody likes rejection, but being rejected from your twin flame. But it's actually, you wouldn't be. It's how the person is feeling about themselves, and that's where it's it's difficult. It's like, well, that's why it's important to talk, isn't it? But it's easier said than done if you're not in a position to do that. Forgiving and learning. Yeah, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. So whoever that is particularly about, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or again, it could resonate with anyone. It's about when you reflect on your truth. And where is that really coming from? Like, where in your life have you noticed a pattern of not going for something in case you're rejected, or not going for something because you've received pain on the other end of it, or maybe not being direct, hopefully not, but being directly told you're not good enough, or being made to feel like you're not good enough, therefore you just don't go anywhere near it. Let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. But what I would say with that is, I do feel with that there's a conversation needed. There's definitely a conversation needed. Right, anyway, guys, and it's not a coincidence. Wow, look at that. Oh my god, fucking hell. The deck that I've just chucked on the bottom of the floor, the top two cards are heart healing and forgiveness. So that's what's needed there. Whoever this is that I'm picking up on, and I do have a few clients that are Pisces moons, either you or your twin flame needs to forgive themselves and really bring in that heart healing for themselves before they can come forward to you. So I feel this is about someone, it's not really to do with you. Like, it's not, they're needing to heal that within them before they can come forward to you. So, right, let me know. But guys, I'm done, because it's 20 to 2 and I need to get in my fucking bed. Well, I don't actually. I need that fucking cake with a cup of tea and then I need to get my bed. But let's shut this down. So I applaud you very much so if you stayed for the whole shebang. Thank you. You didn't need to, but it was fun. I hope you enjoyed the singing. Don't expect it every time. And I'm sure I'll be back to analyze another movie the next time. But yes, enjoy the rest of your New Year's, what's left of New Year's Day. Oh shit, I was going to put up a shorts. Okay, it will just be a day late. I'm not doing that tonight. I don't think I will anyway. Wait a minute, I just need to do this. Yeah, enjoy the rest of your night, day, whatever it is you're doing. Enjoy your new moon in Capricorn tomorrow, although I'm sure you'll see me tomorrow, not for a long time tomorrow, because, well, I don't know, how do I know? But you'll see me at some point tomorrow. But if you don't and you're doing other things, just make sure that you set your intentions at some point after tomorrow. I would even leave it a day or so afterwards. You don't need to do it. It's not always wise to do it on the same day. But set your intentions for the whole year. And looks like I'm about to leapfrog. You can't actually see how I'm sitting, but it's like I'm sitting funny. But yeah, more songs. 3 hours, 25 minutes. Well, people must have needed the healing when I'm on for a long time, but I knew that was going to take a long time to do that. You're very welcome. I knew that was going to, I appreciate you too. Thank you. I knew that was going to take a long time to do, but I mean, it's not often I'm doing the rundown of every year, but anyway, right. I think I will go to my bed. I'm tired. Right. I will see you tomorrow, guys. Enjoy the rest of your balsamic moon. Lots of love. I'm like, how do I end this? Oh, there it is. Oh my god, I'm looking rough. Fucking hell, my makeup's melted. Right, see you later.